for life.
Good morning. Whoa, I sound
Wow.
really loud.
Yeah,
You are
you
loud.
sound
Sounds
awesome.
good though. Sounds
That's
good.
Okay, I didn't mean to scream that in the mic. Good morning.
Good morning.
Monday, November 10th. The Anti-Hero Broadcast is the broadcast for veterans, first responders, and all blue-collar Americans. And winter has officially set in here.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 30s,
Florida.
20s tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I think 30s. I think maybe 20s in like North Florida.
I love it.
I don't think it would ever get in the 20s
I
here.
love it.
Yeah, well, you love it because you're from freaking up north, man.
Speaking of, man, the fucking Giants crushed it last night, yeah?
No, they lost.
I know.
So the Giants became they're 0-4 in road games where they're winning by 10 points or more. They were up by 10 with 3:59 left yesterday. Lost. They were up way up in Denver. Lost. It's been a struggle, to say the least.
Sounds like it.
The quarterback is amazing. He's going to win the Rookie of the Year. He got a concussion like third quarter, maybe change the outcome of the game, but I'm glad they lost. It's that, like, your team's playing good, but you're happy they're losing for draft position and to fire their coaching staff. So there's definitely a bright.
You're tanking. You guys are
Yeah,
tanking.
I don't think on purpose. I think the coach is a moron, and the way they manage the game is a moron. But there's some life in the blood. Not very much, but we're living.
Well, it's tomorrow's Veterans Day, but if you haven't woken up and seen your phone and all your Marine friends, it's also the Marine Corps birthday today.
Yeah,
Dude,
happy birthday!
that
to
shit
the,
started at
happy
midnight
birthday,
last night.
Devil Dogs.
Yeah. Happy birthday, guys.
Yeah.
Not that we needed a reminder, but
Yeah, I mean, like, those guys are going ham right now. They're going to drink the whole town dry in Ybor. Dude, last year in Ybor, like
yeah, which is Tampa, if no one knows.
in Ybor City in Tampa, like 8 Marines got into a fist fight with like 12 Antifa guys on the Marine Corps birthday.
Oh,
That was bad for them.
they learned their lesson, I guess. Yeah, I mean, let's give a quick shout out to our sponsors, HP TRT, Human Performance TRT. To go to hp-trt.com, use promo code HERO, save 10% on your testosterone. Oh, sorry, you're 20% on your testosterone every single month. I literally just did mine. I can show you. I re-upped. I went into the portal. I said, can I get a refill of testosterone and clomiphene? That's what I take for the estrogen. And they said, hey, Tyler, I think it was Phil. We'll definitely do that. How you feeling? Any side effects? I'm like, nope, just the refills, please. He said, awesome. I'll get that submitted. That's how easy it is. So go to hp-trt.com. Use promo code HERO. Save 20% on your testosterone, GLP-2, peptides, whatever you need, they got. And, of course, GhostBed. Go to ghostbed.com/anti-hero. Save 10% on their already ridiculously low prices. They got everything from pillows, mattress toppers, cooling, patented technology, sheets. Not that you need them now. You actually need the warmth. But, and, of course, their mattresses. You got to replace some bedding in the house. Tell the old lady we got to go to Ghost Bed. I have a promo code for 10%. We're going to support the boys. Love Ghost Bed. Love everything they do for us. And, of course, Elevated Silence. Go to elevatedsilence.com. Use promo code Lewis. Don't worry about it.
Lewis is fired.
It's promo code Antihero15, correct?
There it is.
Yeah, there it is. Promo
Quick.
code Antihero15.
Interesting.
Save 15% on your cans. They got everything for from 22s to the fucking big ass caliber ones that you need a tax stamp just to get anyways. They got cans for everything. Jim's an awesome dude. We work hand in hand with him. Small business touch, big business logistics. So go to elevatedsilence.com. Use promo code Antihero. Save 15% off your can.
Here we are.
Speaking of Marines,
Kevin Lee Lloyd.
Kevin Lee Lloyd passed away. I don't know if you guys don't know who that is. We did a thing on him like a month or two ago.
Not even.
And I know what they're talking about when they say he's got cancer from the burn pits. And the VA has this rule where if 10 years go by from your last date overseas where you're claiming you were near a burn pit, they won't cover it. It's
right.
a 10-year rule. I obviously thank the Lord I do not have cancer from the burn pit, but he had cancer directly related to the burn pit. The VA left him high and dry. Obviously, he's got no TRICARE because he's out, and he passed away. The Post said several hours ago, so I don't know if it was November 9th or November 10th that he passed, but he did pass away recently. in the hospital that he was at. So if you can, go to his pages, give your condolences, keep him in your prayers, keep his kids in your prayers, and they have a new fight now.
Yeah. Now, I mean, like at this point, I mean, it's almost like, dude, just bring him back on active duty just so he can get TRICARE.
Well, it's like Jack. Like nobody should be left behind for getting cancer. We you know, all this SNAP benefit, all this healthcare stuff that goes on in the news every day, and all that is for they're arguing over people that aren't United States citizens. Should anybody suffer? No, I'm on the belief that all humans deserve to be treated equally fairly, everybody on earth. But when you have a country that's funding illegal immigrants for healthcare, and you have a Marine that's dying in the hospital from cancer
That he got service
related, there should never be any argument. Where are the Democrats and where are the people pushing that agenda?
I think that there are plenty of people out there that should get, treated. Everybody should be treated with dignity and respect. But the amount of commitment that the U.S. government should be commensurate to the amount of sacrifice you made for the government. None of us voted to go to Iraq or Afghanistan. Yeah. None of us wanted to be near a burn pit for 24 hours a day, every day for 12, 15, 18 months. No. That is 100% on the government, and the government should fucking cover
no
it.
Question. You should never be able to walk in the country, not even being a citizen, let alone serving the country, and get benefits that somebody who was born here and signed a contract to up to and including death as a commitment to the United States of America. That person should never suffer. It's a huge problem. But because vets by nature stay quiet and just do their job, and there's not a whole entire political party advocating for votes from veterans, they don't get the service that the illegal immigrants
because you're a veteran gets. And you're always a
citizen and correct.
Whereas like, if you are, unless you're like a fucking Navy SEAL, then you're Navy SEAL Rob O'Neill.
Yeah. Well,
sorry, I was making a joke.
I
didn't get it.
Rob O'Neill.
While we're on that topic, I'm just going to stay because obviously we had a pretty sad incident over here in Florida.
Oh yeah, so sorry, man.
Devin Hamarillo, deputy Miami-Dade, was executed with his own firearm. Responded to again, and I'm going to cook for a minute on this.
Go.
This man was highly trained. This man was in an officer-involved shooting in April, killed somebody. Tactically, very good cop. Started at, I believe, Coral Gables and then moved to Miami. His dad is a career Miami-Dade detective, 30 years or so, retired. This kid was raised to be a cop in great physical condition, wears his vest, trains jiu-jitsu. This guy was the cop that everybody
went to some
wanted
of Brennan's
to
classes, right?
Yes, and the video, unfortunately, just like Charlie Kirk's, makes it all over the internet. So we get to see a cop get murdered, which is terrible for his family, for everybody. And there were a couple pages, and I'm not going to name them, that unfortunately immediately posted the video and started pushing training in their company, which is, to me, is a fucking.
Yeah, I mean, I
don't like it.
I treat it like comedians say it all the time. It's a business. When you're always pushing the line, and sometimes you push too far. And comedians, I just relate that to comedy because they say like they'll try something and they'll be like, "Yep, world's not ready for that one," and it's an apology. That's all it is. Hey,
but this was hours. This video is leaked online because a civilian recorded it, and within hours there was critiques going on the takedown and the position.
I mean, I watched that video. You watched that video. Right. I didn't see anything wrong. I mean, it took a second and a half.
Yeah,
a second and a half.
And if you watch the whole video. This dude is where I'm going with this is not with those companies, but my overall message to law enforcement is 95% of you are not in Devin's league when it comes to training, physical fitness, and you're out there pretending to be a cop every day, not taking it serious. This dude took the job very, very serious, and by unfortunate circumstances, a bad guy is able to unholster his weapon while he has him in the cop is in complete control, full mount, on top of him, doing everything he's supposed to do, and he loses his life. So if you're not taking this job serious, do it for him. Wake up tomorrow and go, this dude was the guy.
The life you saved may be your partner's.
Or your own.
Well, and I just think that it just goes to show, I mean, you can, the job is the job. Yeah. And it's just like the military. You can be the most highly trained and proficient in everything you need to do. And it just sometimes I don't know how a nice way to say this. Sometimes that stuff just happens.
I agree with you.
It's not up to you, man. It's just fucking war.
But my point being is if it can just happen to a guy who does everything right, how much easier could
Yeah.
happen to somebody who does nothing to prepare for it. This, you can watch that video, and I hate the fact that people critiqued it right away. He does everything right. I watch videos of him in the academy. They've been posted. This dude's in shape. This dude is squared away. This is the guy you want next to you on every single call. There's a shooting video online where he kills somebody with a gun. Tactical vehicle coverage, uses force necessary, drops this guy. He does everything right, and he loses his life by mere circumstances. And like you said, there's some things that are out of control. But
I had buddies of mine get killed in the war, and you go back when this stuff happens, you go back and you go, what did we do wrong? And sometimes there's no fucking answer for that.
No,
Yeah,
and you got killed because you were there
and
doing your job.
Just to make it real, I mean, this is a real thing. We recently just broke down a video on the night shift where a cop was in the same situation and came out on top.
Identical.
But this shit happens more than you know. And they were...
Yes. And like we talked about in MMA, my wife and I had this conversation. We bought a car yesterday. The guy was a Division I wrestler, and now he's in jiu-jitsu. He's a blue belt. You can do everything right. The highest level guy, Khabib, Islam Makhachev, John Jones, Conor McGregor. They lose.
Yeah.
They lose. They're the guy. They're the fucking guy. Mike Tyson losing to Buster Douglas. Never supposed to happen. So in a fight, you can be the best of the best of the best. There's always going to be a circumstance where you can lose. But if you're a cop and you're not putting yourself in position to even be remotely trained in those areas, you are failing your family, yourself, and everybody
in
around
your
you.
community. But
Yes.
also remember too that like when you go into a fight as a
Bless you.
cop,
Thanks.
you're not just bringing the meat mittens. You're bringing a lot of equipment into that fight, and dude, like it can get used against you, even when you're as well trained as this guy was.
Yes.
It only takes a second and a half.
And how often do you see guys lose their taser, guys lose their weapon, and it's unfortunate. And this is it. And the reason, and I want to say you kind of touched on this the other night. We're harping on this one. This guy's life is no less than all the other cops that had died. He just happens to be local. So we're as guilty as if this happens in San Bernardino. We brought it up, but we just by nature don't have as much information because we don't know anybody in San Bernardino. Yeah. We don't know anybody in any other. He happens to be right here. Frank Rigo, who's a huge supporter of ours. He's Miami-Dade SWAT commander.
I have a shirt out there.
We have a shirt out there. He sponsored one of our events. This kid, he knew this kid personally. This kid was getting ready to try out for Miami-Dade SWAT. So it's like this kid was squared away. So by nature, we have more information. So all people killed in the line of duty are very important to us. We care for everybody. We'll post your GoFundMe. We'll make sure the community. This one just happens to be right here, 2.5 hours away. We know people who know him. We get a little bit more information, and it hits a little harder. So we're going to cover a little bit more, but don't think we're just downplaying any other law enforcement officers that were killed. This happens to be right here.
It's not just our community. These are our friends. They're our colleagues.
Yes.
Yeah.
These are people that
in our industry, or what would you call that, in our culture.
Yeah, they're in our counter culture.
Yeah.
I hate to plug it that way, but it's true.
That's why we have more information, because like I said, I get confident, I get texts and comments from guys that are hey, my buddy passed away, or this, and he's in Georgia, or he's in California, and yes, we support you, we post your GoFundMe. But when I know real people who've spoken to this man, who reach out to me, it's just a little bit more close.
I mean, and it, like you said, it's covered on every social media platform because it was caught on video.
Yeah.
So I mean, we naturally are,
except for the legacy media, got a fucking peep out of them.
Yeah.
It was somebody driving by recorded the whole incident, and just like Charlie Kirk's, unfortunately, it was up on the internet. This dude's family has just been notified he's dead. They're dealing with all the stuff, and everybody's online breaking it down, and I don't dig that. I don't dig that at all.
Almost makes you want to cry, man.
Yeah, I didn't know how I was going to feel when I talked about it. And I actually brought these.
I
brought those over there.
I brought some onions to put here just in case. So I was cutting onions.
Yeah, I actually walked out right before we started broadcasting and got my glasses because I didn't know how I was going to hold up talking about that, because it's upsetting. But
if can I use this as a segue into the next thing?
Sure.
What's the next?
So the when we're looking at the reflections, we caught a lot of heat from Marshawn Nealand.
Yeah, so I mean, we put it out, and I saw you in the comments, and you're saying, "Dude, this is just literally news coverage. Like, you're just like, people were
and
getting
it's sad."
mad.
And I was like,
I didn't see it. What were they mad about?
Oh, well, they were like,
always
there was, they're always mad about something, but it was like, how can you guys say this? Because you asked a question:
Was he committing crimes?
Was he committing crimes? And I said, there's got to be something more going on, right? And so
people were doing the whole, oh, so he's black. Like,
No,
I'm like,
I
no,
guess that's
police were involved. So
More
Right.
something more going on could also be the fact
The
that I
mental health
believe what happened
That's-
was somebody
and if
called
you-
911 and said he's threatening to kill himself.
yeah.
and if you watch the video, that's exactly what I said.
Yeah, it's fine.
And so everybody's like, oh, you guys suck. You're
Well, we suck, but
well, we suck. But like,
many reasons
it's
besides
like,
that. But
dude, man, like we were actually in this guy's corner, and we were
Shit, we wore the same shirt, Jimmy.
fuck, man. Here, I'll
You're good.
don't look at
we gotta
Don't
check
look
in the
at
morning
me.
in our text threads. Hey, what are you wearing? Anyways, keep going.
Yeah, I mean, dude, like the first thing I said when I'm like, dude, this guy's running from the cops. He just had something fantastic happen to him in his career, right? He's a special teamer, scores a touchdown. It's a huge moment
Yeah.
for the Dallas freaking Cowboys. And then 4 days later, he sucks starting a pistol. There's got to be something more going on there, right? And the something more going on is not that he's a criminal. Something more going on is, has he been struggling with depression? Did something bad happen to him in his life? Is he struggling with
Well, a lot of
CTE?
people were trying to say, oh, well, the cops were looking for him because of the suicide call, and that is not true. The cops conducted a traffic stop, and then he fled. Not saying that the cops were ever going to charge him with anything. Not saying anything.
then they got the information that he was
But
suicidal.
the fact that they were like, no, I saw people in there saying like, oh no, the cops pulled him over because of the suicide call. That's
No.
not the way.
That's not what Dallas PD said.
No,
They said they were conducting a traffic stop, not a welfare check.
Yeah.
They went to his house for the welfare check.
Mhm.
So he was probably speeding.
Yeah.
Right. And shit, I speed. Fuck. It's just sad. It's sad whenever these fantastic humans, whether he be a Miami police officer or a professional athlete that have so much going for them, get taken away from us, and the world is a lesser place without
I'm
them.
going to stay in the reflection because I got a great one.
Oh, fucking heck.
Yeah,
no.
sure.
Tyler took on the VFW.
Oh, hold on, wait.
No.
That'll take a minute.
Oh man, I'm
You wanna do the GoFundMe first?
My coffee.
Is K9 ready? Let's do
Let's
K9.
bring it.
Bring K9, and we got some sports stuff.
Breaking news. in
K9's a
sports world.
busy dude. He's in, so we're gonna bring him in and talk a couple sports related things that are obviously, good things to cover. So K9, can you hear us?
Yo, yeah, I can hear you.
At
Can hear
least
me.
he's got a car because he could drive. He can come to the studio once if he
He
wanted.
can?
Yeah, he can come
Oh,
here.
man.
The guy wants to be a world famous podcaster, and he's never shown the initiative to
He's
drive.
come
boy.
here once.
Oh, he did come here once.
You took
he
him.
got into the network, then he never came back. All right. I can
All right.
give you directions if you want to come over here.
There's three things that we want to talk about. I know I talked to you about the two pitchers being charged and Antonio Brown, and there's also the ESPN YouTube fight that apparently is Jimmy's tracking it. I was never tracking it, but it's Pat
Pat McAfee
McAfee covers it a lot.
and
So-
JJ Watt.
So if you get just touch on those three things, I know that you'll probably go into depth on some of them tonight at 7. But
Yeah, so tonight at 7, every Monday we go live, 7 p.m. Eastern, Counterculture Sports. Get on it. I'm currently in somebody's yard right now doing some irrigation work, so I'm a little, I'm a blue collar fella out here.
there you
So, oh, there's somebody walking by. And so yeah, so I'm making it work. I got the camo hat on. I swear, if you wear a camo hat, people trust you more. If I just come up with the fade, the people don't want you in the yard. You put the
Do
camo
people
hat
think
on,
you're- do
everybody
people
trusts
think
you.
you're- Do people think you're Mexican?
You think I'm Mexican, so yeah, I guess so. You don't believe I'm
Um,
Mike's cousin.
All right, so the thumbnail that I made, and I'm very proud of, the two pitchers that played for the Guardians, the Cleveland Guardians.
We touched on this a little while ago, and now more
Yes.
pictures are coming out.
What is the
Yeah,
deal? What
so-
happened?
So it's Luis Ortiz and it's Emmanuel Clase. What these guys were doing, they're relief pitchers. What they were doing is they were coming into the game and intentionally throwing a ball. So a ball, for people that don't know baseball, is a bad pitch. So it's not a strike, it's a ball. So they were tipping the betters, and the betters were persuading them to do this. They were working together, and the betters would place bets, saying that their first pitch will be a ball. You can actually bet on what their first pitch is going to be when they appear in the game. So you can bet on if it's going to be a strike or a ball. So these guys knew that they were going to throw a ball. Some of them were so bad. I mean, the one Clase, he was terrible at hiding it. I mean, he'd throw it straight in the
guys
dirt.
throwing it like 20 feet. Yeah, 20 feet short of home plate. And they were,
So-
and of course, in today's technology, everything is tracked. So every bet is tracked, and they just put it in the system and go,
It's
hey,
flagged.
this dude's last 27 appearances, the first pitch has been a ball in like 20 games.
Is that how the FBI gets involved?
Yeah.
Because of like AI and
People-
stuff?
yeah,
Automated systems?
Yeah.
Well, it triggers when these guys go on these betting websites and they're betting hundreds of thousands of dollars out of nowhere that the first pitch is going to be a ball. It gets on their system like, hey, we're getting an unusual amount of bets on something pretty random. They're going to investigate it. So that's how they've caught most of these guys doing things like this. They're tracing this back to 2023. So this isn't something that just started happening. They are now tracing it back to 2023 with these two guys. Ortiz is now in custody.
Whoa.
Clause is still on the run right now, but
Oh, he's on the run?
One's arrested in Brooklyn. I think they indicted him in Brooklyn. One's arrested, one's on the run.
Wait, so he's got a warrant? Like,
Yeah, he's got a federal indictment.
yes, they haven't got Clause yet, but Ortiz is in custody. I think it was the Boston airport where they picked him up. I could be wrong.
Oh man,
So-
that's like something out of a movie, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, this is gonna be a movie.
Yep. They're
Well, this just begins at like, so we had the basketball last week,
Yeah.
which was basketball shaving points. Shaving points has gone back 10, 15 years. I remember there were college guys and pro guys. Now you have baseball pitchers. Anytime humans are involved in anything, I would say we used to watch highlight. Highlight was popular. You could bet on the dudes slinging the fucking ball
Yep.
against the wall. There's no way they're fucking not throwing these games. Horses, the jockey can pull the horse back, forward. Anything involving humans is going to have organized crime and
I mean,
Bullshit.
look at. I mean, I know you guys watched it. Everybody watched it. The Mike Tyson versus Logan Paul fight.
that's a joke.
We skimmed over that, and I don't know if maybe because maybe money wasn't involved, and it was like a culture thing where like, hey, Tyson, you got to lose so you can retire, and he was like, I don't want to fight anymore. Let Jake Paul or Logan Paul, whoever it is, take me out. Like, but that, I mean, we watched that, and everybody was like, this is. Because also, was it Logan or Jake Paul?
I think it was.
It was Jake Paul.
Jake
fought
Paul
Mike Tyson.
obviously held back a lot.
Mike Tyson held back a
Mike
lot.
Tyson held back a lot.
There were times when
Mike-
you saw Tyson go to old school and get ready to fire that right hook, and he just
Yeah. I mean, and by the way, since we're talking about fighting, and I know you know this, K9, like the UFC's involved in this crap too.
that's
But-
coming out now too.
But
Yeah.
but
Yes.
Dana White is already ahead of it.
He's saying that he challenged that guy, and he said the guy said absolutely not, no way.
And as soon as they saw the first round, they were like, they went and contacted the FBI.
Yes, there's been questionable stoppages in the UFC. Again,
But it's going on for generations.
it's been yes. You can't. Well, I mean, go back to Sonny Liston. Sonny Liston loses to Ali on a phantom punch. Oh no, was it the phantom punch was
Yeah.
Ali? Yeah, Sonny Liston goes down on a phantom jab that you still can't see where he hit him, and he just goes down. Supposedly in debt to the mob, had to throw the fight. You're talking back then, no technology, no AI, no tracking, no phones, no cell phone. These guys been doing this shit for
I mean,
forever.
Michael Francis was talking about this for a while. Remember, he was a mob guy for a while, for like 27 years. I mean, grew up in the mob. His dad was Sonny Francis, who got put away by Giuliani. And I mean, like, this stuff has been going on forever. So it's still going to go on. And La Costa Nostra is still involved in this crap.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a mess.
What about Antonio Brown? Is there any updates? That we haven't even covered it since it came out, but that guy's a fucking lunatic.
Yeah, so speaking of shady people, let's bring up Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown was just indicted from Dubai. They brought him to New Jersey. He's going to be coming to Miami. He's facing an attempted murder charge. Now, this happened 6 months ago. Right after it happened, he went to Dubai and he was on Instagram bragging that he's in Dubai and he's not going to get in trouble. So, according to Antonio Brown, allegedly, there was, I think, a group of 3, 4 guys jumping him at this celebrity boxing match that Adin Ross was hosting, and they were trying to steal his chain, trying to take his money, trying to take his wallet. Well, apparently Antonio Brown allegedly grabbed the security guard's gun, chased the men down, shot one of them, and grazed him in the neck. So the guy's still living. That's why it's an attempted murder. And Antonio Brown's just a nutcase. I mean, I think we
He
all
is,
know
dude.
that.
That's
Yeah, but he's
I like-
claiming it's self-defense.
I like it.
He is
You know,
claiming it's
I mean-
self-defense.
I like
K9.
it.
K9, he hasn't been the same since that Burfict hit.
100%. And it's sad to
What?
see.
He got
I
hit by
actually covered
Vontae
this when
Burfict.
it happened
Fucking
Vontae
6 months
Burfict.
ago.
He got fucking CTE. He's got bad CTE.
That's
So-
why he was like jerking
Yeah.
off in a pool.
Yeah, he's nuts. But I think he
Yeah.
gave us one of the coolest videos ever when he quit fucking right in the middle of the game and just ran off
Wasn't
the
that a
field.
Jets game?
He ran off. Yeah, he was at Tampa in the Jets game. He just ran
Yeah.
off the field, fucking
Yeah.
took all his shit off and just quit. Never came back.
That
Never.
Never came back.
that clip
That's
and
a
then
hell
the
of a way
clip
to
of
go.
when he was returning the punt on the Steelers and he jumped over the punter
Oh
and
yeah, he
kicked him
did
in
the
the
kung fu
face.
kick.
I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, that's classic.
But he's got
Um,
brain damage. He's obviously been hit too many times in his head. And
Oh yeah.
Well, remember
Or
too
you-
with CTE, and people don't know this. It's not. Everybody's different, and it's not just you took too many repeated hits. It's you and
One
me
and
could
done.
take the exact same
Yeah.
hit in the exact same place and have a completely different effect.
Yeah.
He got hit by Vontaze Burfict, and is he gone?
he must have lost him.
We must have lost him. He got hit by Vontaze
Yeah, it was-
Burfict,
You can
Mess.
remove him from the stage if he comes back.
and I mean he was done.
Yeah, these guys,
Done.
and I mean, you think of like WWE, that's it's fake. Wrestling was fake. Those guys were getting their melons.
Oh yeah, that's
Black.
why. That's why
Chris Benoit.
Yeah,
Chris Benoit went off the deep end. Steroids, concussions.
Andre the Giant.
all those guys. They were just taking. So
If he comes back, we'll
We'll do the ESPN stuff.
hey, Clint's got a story for us about
All right,
Dale Jr.
we'll
get
get
to
Clint in. About Dale Jr. Okay, I like it.
you know what's funny is somebody comment on that picture that Jimmy looked like he was about to tell everybody NASCAR wasn't the same.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
pull in, and what's Jimmy's hat on his dashboard?
Oh, he's got
To
Earnhart.
Dale Earnhardt.
I got a Dale Earnhardt number 8.
Dale
on the
Earnhardt
back of
number
my
3.
truck.
Number 3 in the front. I saw it
3 in the
today.
front, 8 in the back.
K9's back.
All right, bring him back up.
Mosquito must have landed on your connection, man.
And there you
There
go.
you go.
Yeah, he's gone.
We'll get to him next week. He can drive next time. He can drive next time.
So let's go back to reflections. The one
Yes.
thing I want to talk about, well, I mean, it kind of Jerry Worms' reel was actually, I swear to God, our reels will
back.
hit.
We're done.
Bring him.
We're done.
Bring him in. Bring him in. We'll at least say bye.
Bye.
What happened?
And now we don't have
Damn. Wait, that might be on us. Is that on us, Lewis?
Hello.
No.
No, it's not on us. Come on, K9. Don't be that
We'll
guy.
see you Monday.
Can't hear you.
Good.
All right, and we'll I'll pop in tonight at 7. All right. So Jerry's reel got a lot of good feedback, surprise, and then it hit the negative algorithm like yesterday, and now it's all the police brutality comments.
Beautiful.
But that one, I thought that would be definitely down the middle, but it was very much in support of modern policing sucks.
The people that don't like cops are always in the same stance. They never change. But then you have the people that, even Jason that we had on, he was like, if I run away, I deserve to get my fucking, I deserve to get tackled and drugged back to jail. Like he's a criminal. He's a top tier criminal. So it's like, that's the difference. And then the other thing that used to drive me crazy, 2 things about, like I had a friend that I didn't know Jersey was a Democrat cesspool growing up because I didn't know politics. Now I know, like where I grew up. He like hates Trump. And I don't care what you think about him, but he's just like him. And I'm like, how can you hate a guy that you would say the same shit, you act the same way, but you don't like the guy? And it has the same to do with I don't know what I'm saying.
Who doesn't like Trump?
My buddy.
Oh.
And the people that are, you'll watch a video of somebody.
And
doing
we're back.
Here we go. We'll watch a video of somebody
ADD
doing
is a
something
real thing.
stupid, and all the comments will be that the guy deserves his ass whooped. Like the
Yeah.
pedophile, he gets his ass whooped. If he's certain crimes, society's like kill him on the spot. But then, trafficking
everybody
cocaine
else
or like punching the cop, and it's like, oh wow, what did he do? He's innocent until proven guilty. And it's like, you can't have it both.
You know what's a fun conundrum too? I love to talk about is, so I'm driving my kid to school. We're about to hit the 15 mile an hour. I live like a couple blocks away from school, and as soon as I pull out on the main road, within about half a mile, we hit the school. 15. You need to be going 15 miles an hour. Sometimes there's a cop running radar there, and as we're coming, the car coming at us is flashing their lights. And my son's like, what's he doing that for? I'm like, there's going to be a cop up there running radar. And then there's somebody on a bicycle on the sidewalk going, slow down, slow down. And I'm going 10. And I'm like, why is he telling me to slow down? He goes, there's a cop. It's like, okay. And I laughed, and he was sitting there running radar. And I'm like, all of these vanilla ass suburban motherfuckers sitting there warning about the evil cop running radar are the first ones to sit there and say, why are people speeding?
Yeah, they got the cones in front of the house with the little kid with the flag. Like,
And the first ones to call the cops.
Yeah. So, and it's always funny too, because when I used to do stuff like that, I never ran radar, but I would do traffic stops for like people running stop signs, and neighborhoods will pay cops off duty or overtime to
Illegal.
be there, and unconstitutional. And you pull them over, and they'd be like, "Well, you don't pull me over. I'm not the problem." Like,
oh, that's my other favorite one.
You called me.
No, that's my other favorite one. When you arrest the caller.
Yeah.
Well, I called you. Yeah, you have like 3 warrants, or you punched your neighbor in the face. Sorry, I'm glad you called us, but you committed all the crimes.
So law enforcement's everybody's gonna have their subjective opinion about how law enforcement should be done. That's why we unfortunately have to leave it up to.
That's what the reel's for.
Huh?
That's what the reel's for.
To get everybody's opinion?
Yeah.
Let us know.
You have to have negative. Jerry still, after we talked to him last week on the show, he still gets fired up. He's new to social media, so he's like, these people don't agree with me. These people don't see it my way. And I laughed at him. I was like, bro, Jerry, we need those people. Like, we need all those people to come. So it's like, we're not here to argue. We're here to bring the awareness out, and then let everybody else argue. So you can't get you're the subject of the reel, Jerry. We're on your side. You can't get bent out with people.
We argue in here. The 3 of us don't agree on.
I mean, dude, I know we put up reels that I know people are itching to be negative on, but you just can't because it's like a memorial or a GoFundMe. But like, dude, anything outside of like that, dude, there's just straight hate.
I mean, like, I can understand hate if, like, hey, like the China thing where like, the editing, like, I can see where you're coming from. Like,
I don't get that hate. That hate was insane for like just people were so mad that we talked about it.
Yeah, we talked.
I'm sorry you trust the internet so much to where if 3 knuckleheads were sitting there talking about China shooting down American aircraft with lasers and you believed it, then you felt bamboozled. Sorry, bud.
Especially right when the first thing we said was like, hey, put on your tinfoil hats, boys. Here we go. But like, I can't understand where people are like, when we're like, clearly you can see it in our face, you can hear it in our voice, like, man, this fucking sucks, this is terrible, and people are like, you guys suck. And
hold on, wait, is Canine being attacked?
No, he's just walking around hoping we bring him back in. Just remove him.
Is he under attack?
Remove him.
Just pull him up once. If we got to get his audio. What's going on?
Hey, I don't know what happened. I came back. Y'all sounded like Mickey Mouse. It just sounded like a bunch of mice. I don't know what happened.
Speaking of Mickey Mouse, last subject, ESPN versus YouTube and the fight for the NFL to be watched by the free American people.
This is huge, not only for football, but for all little kids across the nation. My son was devastated when YouTube TV lost Disney Channel. He can no longer watch Spidey and His Amazing Friends. Broke down crying. I broke down crying because they took away the NFL, or they took away ESPN and ABC. So that was heartbreaking as well. It's a dispute between Disney and Google. Disney owns ABC. They own ESPN. Google owns YouTube TV. Now, Disney wants more money from YouTube for their channels so they can broadcast them. YouTube is saying that they would have to charge their subscribers more monthly and that it's not fair to the users. Disney is reportedly losing $5 million a day from this.
They're already losing money every day on top of their fucking liberal agenda. But even just the media side of it, I didn't know they were losing that much.
Yeah, every single day they're losing that much because it's not just ESPN, it's ABC, it's Disney Channel, Disney Junior, all those channels. And ABC's a local, national channel, so that's another big one, obviously, that
you used to be able to stream Disney owned property on YouTube TV. That was like a contract they had with each other.
Yes,
and
sir.
then it didn't renew. So that way, because they couldn't agree on the terms, and now everybody's out. And we were watching Pat McAfee, and they're like, dude, like everybody's just trying to watch a football game, and you got all these money hungry, money grabbing, just fucking $1 billion corporations, and the average blue collar guy is just trying to watch a fucking football game, and he can't even now,
even though he paid for it.
It's fucking wild.
It's a shame. Honestly, they're losing thousands, maybe millions of people a day. I actually just left my grandpa's house. Shout out Pap. I had to go there and switch him back to Sling TV because he's more of a college football guy, so ESPN is more college football. So now he's back on Sling. So they just lost Pap. They're missing out on Pap watching YouTube TV now.
I have Hulu and I hate it because it interrupts all the time. It rebuffers. Hulu's terrible, and I'm glad we're talking about this because I didn't even know what was going on, and I was going to switch to YouTube TV because I have the package, Sunday NFL Ticket.
Yeah.
YouTube streams, doesn't interrupt. YouTube is smooth. Hulu fucking sucks. Interrupts, fucking resets every 5 minutes on mine. I hate it.
When the Bucks play, I go ahead and play the fucking Pirates of the Caribbean theme. I'm a fucking pirate. I'm fucking pirating that shit.
Yeah,
I'm fucking Jack Sparrow. When
the crazy thing is, people even that can afford it or want to pay are having trouble.
And that's where it started. Is I was paying for NFL Sunday Ticket. I was paying for all this shit. And I'm like, it doesn't fucking work. I'm wasting money. Fuck this. I'm just gonna go back to the pirating.
Like 5 subscriptions now to watch every game. In order to watch every football game this season, you have to have like I think it was over $1,000. It's like almost like the package is $400. Then you have to have Peacock. You have to have the NFL Network. You have to have Paramount.
Amazon.
Amazon. You have to have like all these. We are fucked. We talk about the people that buy the big jacked up truck. We're just buying it over and over. We're just paying less money for it. We're paying for all this stuff.
Do you think that fucking lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
So, I mean, like, remember when we were like, oh, it's the cable networks. The cable networks are evil. We got to pay a fucking $100 a month to fucking be able to watch all the NFL games. We're doing way worse than that now.
Yep. Do you think that the NFL just needs to just pick up one provider? I mean, because of the problem is the WWE does the same shit. Every time I turn on TV, there's a new deal with the WWE. They're on Peacock. They're on Netflix. They're on YouTube.
Right.
But at least with that, you can just get it all in one. The NFL's like, fuck it. We got a lot of real estate. Let's just start sending it out everywhere.
They'll claim monopoly if you try to get one network. So that's why, for years, the NFC was on Fox, the AFC was on CBS. Now it's switched. The Bears Giants game was on CBS yesterday. It's like everything has gone backwards to. We're the morons. I mean, that's the bottom line. We are stupid
consumers.
We are stupid that those people make billions and billions of dollars, and we're over here arguing about it when they're just going to keep making money. We're going to pay for it. We're going to do whatever it takes Sunday. We're going to do it.
I can't even watch a Buccaneers game because I live.
Yeah, you're blocked out.
I'm blacked out. Even though I'm paying for it, I can't watch my fucking Bucks play because they're playing at home.
Got a honey bun over there, man.
Are you eating?
I'm fucking starving.
He's got a jail honey bun.
Did you not eat your chicken nuggets this morning when you got
I
here?
didn't eat my chicken nuggets this morning.
I show up. All right, K9, 7 o'clock tonight. 7 o'clock tonight. Counterculture Inc. Sports live. Counterculture Network.
Yes, sir.
K9 will be there breaking it down. All the topics, all the games. We just bring the drama, but he actually brings the information.
Yeah.
So K9, thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Also follow me on Instagram at K9_Florida. Out of here.
Never stop that. All right.
I didn't get my chicken nuggets.
Move them all the way. Hit the 3 dots.
You were joking me about the chicken nuggets. All right.
Yeah.
Kick from
I thought you said you ate chicken nuggets this morning.
No, I brought
He's
them.
out
I didn't.
Oh, I brought them. I show up to this morning. There's a fucking bottle of ketchup, room temperature, in the fucking couch. I show up this morning. Apparently, what happened was this crazy little gnome runs in here. He's got a key when I'm not here, and he fucks everything up. And then he locks it up and leaves.
I think he's sitting right there.
That's my
I
fault.
think he's sitting right there.
All the fucking signs,
Tyler, I tried to repipe all the pipes and rewire the building. I got 3 bays done. I'm 2 down. I'm sorry the lights aren't working, but I'm here. No, why we're on that topic?
I tried making ramen and fucked everything up.
Why we're on that topic of
Fucking turn on the microwave.
and us blowing money. And everybody likes Trump, right? We're all huge fans of Trump. Jimmy needs free health care.
He needs that for that black lung.
You guys
are gonna feel real bad when you come to my funeral.
He tweeted today about a 50-year mortgage now.
Is that good or bad?
Bad.
That's bad.
Bad. So he tweeted that we're going to go to 50-year mortgage. So essentially, you look at your mortgage right now.
No one will ever own their house.
Right now, you're barely going to own it. If you do, you're paying almost double for whatever you loaned. Whatever your loan is, let's say you're $400,000, you're paying back like $750,000, $800,000, depending on almost double. They did the math. If you have a 50-year mortgage for about $300 a month cheaper, you're going to pay $1.1 million for your home over that 50 years, and you'll never own it because most people don't live to be that old anyway.
Or they sell it.
Mike, that's where it is today. You know that is just a a symptom of the bubble about to burst.
Who controls the
Is that-
banks?
was
Who
that-
controls the banks?
Is that a Band-Aid? Is Trump trying to help?
No.
No,
I'm a Trump fan, but this is who owns the banks?
the Federal Reserve.
No. Who controls the money?
No. No.
So there's
There was a specific painter that really hated
There's some people that control the banks and they control the money. You buy a house. This is the American. Goes back to my Constitution and all that. The forefathers didn't plan this.
People.
You get a mortgage and you owe the bank double. It's loan sharking.
Can I do
It's
something?
loan sharking.
Hang on.
You know it's illegal, right?
Can I?
Hold on.
One second. If you come to me and I say you need $1,000, if I charge you more than 20%, like let's say, okay, I borrow
That's
$1,000
racketeering.
Friday, you owe me 1,500. You're like a pawn shop. You're in trouble. You need to pay your light bill. You need to pay the mortgage. You need to pay your bookie. They're going to shoot you. I jack up the rate to some astronomical number. I'll give you 1,000 today, like the hamburger. What was his name? Wembley. Who was on there?
Okay.
Anyway, that's illegal.
Yeah, it's
But you
racketeering,
go to the
right?
bank and they say, "Hey, we're going to let you buy
They
this
call
house."
it APR.
Yeah, we're going to let you buy this house for $300,000. You're going to give us back $800,000, but over 30 years, so it's fine.
So I'm
Who controls the banks?
gonna tell you a story. I'm gonna tell you a parable. Okay. There was once a man who traveled to 179 different countries. 179 different countries, and in every one of those 179 different countries, he went into a specific.
I don't
bar.
think we're gonna tell that story.
I'm ready.
No.
All right.
Not on the
So
morning
anyway,
broadcast.
so
Let liquor flow in the other studio.
So
Thursday night.
50% or 50-year mortgage versus 30. The math was on the screen. You're going to pay back almost double your mortgage. You're going to owe the bank for 50 years. You're to the point now where we talk about capitalism and all that. You're almost to the point like socialism where the banks and the government controls you. You don't ever own the house.
Well, so we talked the other night about owning a car, and now
Yeah.
the car, literally depreciates as soon as you drive it off. Whereas, the benefits of leasing a car,
At least.
you get a brand new car every couple of years.
You know what else they're doing with the leasing now is they're giving you free service the whole lifetime of the lease. So I have a 36-month lease. Factor in that you don't pay the taxes up front. You don't pay a huge down payment. You can walk out with just a lease payment. Yes, they own the car, but it's their car. All my oil changes and everything is covered the whole 3 years I have the car.
I just don't understand, because then when I don't understand why people buy it. It's fucking me up.
Are you gonna have a car the rest of your life?
No, but what I'm saying is, then it's the perfect business model. Then some stubborn Joe Schmo that doesn't believe in leasing is going to go buy that car in 3 years when you don't want to re-up. They're going to be like, we have 3 years worth of new BMWs. They're going to sell it probably at the highest price they can. Some guys go, bro, I just got a BMW M4.
Yep.
It's only 3 years old. It's only got 86,000 on it,
Yep,
and they're going to pay and
They're gonna pay more than what your payoff is. So like let's say my payoff is $18,000 in 3 years for whatever car I have. That's the payoff. But
That's
the market value
that's
is
to make it
22,
yours.
23. So they're gonna
Yeah.
go, hey, new guy, you just joined the army. You need a car? Here's your car, 23,000. So I've already paid for the car, half of it.
15%.
Now they're reselling it and they're making more, and then they're getting 6.9, 7.7 APR. So my point is, when I'm ready to like wither and die, and I know I'm not driving to Orlando every day, I can see like, okay, I'll have this car now for the next 20 years. I'm not cool anymore. I'm old. I'm driving to maybe my doctor's appointments and all this stuff, that I'm 90 and I'm pulling. That's fine. But for right now, kind of like,
it's
couple
the perfect
$100 a month. You have
We-
a new car every 3 years.
How many times do you get to feel that new car smell when you buy? I've only had 2 new cars my entire life. That's it. And they both lasted 8 years until I was done paying off ones, and I went and got a new. So I had a Dodge Ram that I bought, and it wasn't even brand new. It was basic training. I bought it when I came home, but it was kind of like new. It was like 2 or 3 years old. And then I bought only one time in my life, I bought a brand new Dodge Ram in 2016 when I was in the police academy.
Well, here's where they
Is that
can
the same one.
But if you lease them, you get that feeling every couple
here's
of
where they
years.
control you. This is where like people think, oh, credit doesn't matter, credit score doesn't matter. Well, it does, because when you walk in there, like I said, let's say I'm a 600 credit score, and they're like, there's your rate, and you're like, no, I don't like that rate. They're like, okay, go somewhere else. Everybody's going to charge you 9.9% interest on that loan, so you have to buy that 3-year-old car for X amount of dollars and all that interest. When you walk in with, let's say, a 790, 800, and you're like, I can get any car in here, and now I'm a tier 1 credit. That was a plug. tier one credit for whatever. Now that person has so much leeway in what they can get. So they'll concede to the tier one perp. We're going to give you this car, barely make any money off it, because Joe Dick's walking in right after you with a 490 credit score. He's going to pay 21% interest on a 87 Corolla, and we're going to make all. So and they get incentives based on numbers to get the cars out the door. So all the time they'll go, take it. We'll make $1 off that car because 3 morons going to walk in after you with a terrible credit score.
3,000 on that.
More than that. More than that. They're going to make that mortgage 50-year mortgage rate on somebody who's paying. So it's all another game, and it's who controls it. The bank.
The bank.
The bank controls that number. The bank controls it. You can walk in with the best credit in the world, and they'll go, sorry, the credit rate is 1.9. That's the best you're getting, or 3.7. You're like, yeah, but I have the best credit in the world.
Unless you're JoJo.
No. So you can have all that credit, and the bank still tells you yes or no. It doesn't matter how great you did in your life. You have an 8.
Do you think that people should like rent?
Oh, rent's too expensive.
Rent? No. Rent like houses.
We're to that point. We're at that point in the country where it's all fucked up. The numbers are just crazy.
I mean, because I don't see any benefit to. I don't in real time see it. Right. So I do pay significantly less per month than a rent would be, but I still have to pay taxes on it because I'm not at 100% disabled, and I still have to pay insurance.
Sorry.
Are you all right?
No.
Oh.
I couldn't help it. I saw it across.
And then on top of that, you have to pay for your roof, the water heater, the AC, and all that. That's on you.
It's kind of like leasing, leasing a car, leasing. You don't have to worry. The hot water heater breaks. You're like, hey, bro, your shit's jacked up.
Your fucking house is
hey, bro, you're this.
And like right now, I'm not seeing a difference.
Well, it's actually cheaper to rent right now. It's close, but I think it would be. Well, no, but I got lucky. I have a 2.75 interest rate on my mortgage.
I get it too, right before the shit.
I got it right before the shit, VA loan, whatever. But right now, 6-7% interest. Utilities are up, gas is up, everything's up.
You just got to hit the Powerball, man. Pay it off.
I scratch every day.
Jokes that I can't make right now.
Yeah.
So
if we were on air.
That goes into the frustration. Now you have the SNAP benefit issue, you have the government shutdown, you have all those things that are stressing people out, and then their own problems where it's like, I can't walk in and buy a car. Now, how do I get to work? I can't I can't go get a new place. How do I? Then all your landlord. But the problem with the landlord is he goes, I know this dude can't buy a house. I know he's got problems.
Yeah.
Guess what, man? We're gonna raise your rent $300.
That's
now what do you do?
Dude, I'm dealing with that.
Where do you find?
I have a good landlord. I have a good landlord. I mean, he's Russian, but he's a good landlord out there in Largo, owns the house, and I know he's raising my rent. I know he's raising my rent. I knew he was going to, but guess what? When I was renting an apartment, they were raising my rent too every year.
That's true.
And so I already know that that's going to happen, and there's nothing I can do about it. And I'm getting to the point now where I'm going to have to move out into the middle of nowhere to afford a decent place to live for my kids.
So Bob says you can sell your house and get your money back. Now you're not seeing that. That's true, but you upfront paid title fee. This fee. So your $430,000 house when you got the loan, unless you have all that cash up front, now is a $460,000.
Yeah.
So you're negative equity already.
Or you can move to Bali, Mike.
Yeah, well you can. So you're negative equity. So now you've mortgaged. Let's say your initial house price was $4. Now you mortgage $450. You're on the hook for $450 over 30 years. What if the housing market is not doing well? What if your house is now negative, like in 2009, where your $500,000 house is worth $200? So how do you sell it? Short sell it. And even if you can, let's say me, I'm going to sell my house. I got $200,000 equity in my house. Well, I have a 2.75 interest rate, really good price. Now I'm going to go buy a house, less house that costs more money, and my interest rate's higher. So how does that math? That doesn't math. Now I'm going to be in a smaller house. My mortgage rate's going to be higher, but it's new.
If you went and you're like, I'm going to move, and would you keep your house to rent out?
That's what I say because of my circumstances. Yes, that I'm in the position to do that where I know that I can rent my house for probably $1,000 more than my mortgage is.
So we just buy land and create the anti.
So I'm in good there, but I'm not saying this to be conceited or anything, but not everybody's in that position where their house is worth enough to go, I can rent this and then go buy another. Because what do you have to have? You have to have credit. I have a mortgage for a couple $100,000. So now I have to go to the bank and go, I need another mortgage. Like, whoa, let's see the numbers. Let me see if we can give you another mortgage. So it's like you have to factor all that in. You can't just go do it.
Yeah, most people aren't in the position to do anything like that.
No.
That's advantageous.
No, most
for
people
them.
Most
live
of
in
us are
paycheck
just-
to paycheck.
I mean,
Yeah.
most of us are just trying to fucking.
I'd say
survive.
most of us. I'd say probably 90% of the population is paycheck to paycheck.
It's-
And I don't count being able to save
It's
in retirement. That's still paycheck to paycheck. If you're taking some out for retirement and a little bit out for saving,
You're not paycheck to. You're doing well.
I still think that's considered paycheck to pay. The American dream is to be able to make a lot of money fast. And
dude.
Wow.
The-
If you're
the-
putting money away, you're
the-
doing better than most.
The system,
true.
the system that we have, it's not a drawback. It's a fucking feature. It's doing exactly what it was designed to do.
What happens if you make money in the market? What do? They tax it.
I'm done. With
Yeah,
it.
we got.
We got to talk about stimulus checks. Is this true?
Yeah,
And are they considered stimulus checks?
Trump said that he is going to take the profit from the tariffs and put. He didn't give the exact numbers yet. He's going to take the tariff money, profits, and give he said all Americans first $2,000 checks, but then at the end said higher salaried Americans won't get them. Didn't give a number. So he's going to determine, somebody's going to say, this is what your cutoff is, you're higher salaried or not. And his tweet was, or his Truth Social post was, he's going to take the money they made and reinvest it in the people.
Wouldn't it be easier just to come tax time, give everybody the credit rather
That's
than
probably what it's gonna end up
sending
being.
everybody $2,000 checks?
I don't know. Yeah, but everybody, what do you do with the $2,000? Spend it
I mean,
No, I mean, you either get it add on to your refund or you use it to pay off your taxes.
right now. Get
What?
it out now.
I just feel
People
like
spend it right away.
millions of dollars in logistics
right before
there.
Christmas.
People are going to spend it right away.
Oh, so
They
they're
want
trying
to-
to boost the. I don't understand money.
They
at
want
all.
you to spend
So-
it. If
so-
you got it back in April, whatever, yes, you have that time to think. But if you give, if your average American gets a check in the mail for $2,000, that money's gone by Friday.
Dude, so there's actually historical precedent for this, all the way back to Athens, like Spartans and Athenians fighting the fucking Persians, 300 shit.
Yeah.
So basically what he's trying to do is they keep talking about, oh, we're going to prime the pump, we're going to increase spending, because they know that they're going to take it in the teeth at Christmas time because of everything else. So they're trying to do something, because if Christmas sales are down significantly and Black Friday and all that shit, dude, like the economy next year is going to be fucking terrible. It's going to, and it one leads into the next. Now, I'm not an economic expert. I listen
You're
to
pretty
them.
smart.
I listen to them, and I hear what they're saying. And these are people that don't have a dog in the fight. They're just going like, "Hey, dude, like the math don't math."
Yeah.
So, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I don't even want to talk about it because it's fucking depressing. Like, because I got 3 kids and I'm not even sure like how I can fucking keep going.
So
Wait, hold on, let's rephrase that. Out of context, that statement.
Oh, okay. I got 3 kids. I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to keep them in nice clothes and keep them going to school and, be able to do the things that we need to do, or even just want to do. I mean, it's like, hey, what are we doing this weekend? We're sitting in the house fucking playing Space Marine 2, Shiloh. That's what we're doing. We're not.
I mean, and it sucks, but I mean, my wife tells me all the time when I feel bad, like we're not eating like kings or like we're not going and doing all these things. Like we still try to do stuff as a family, but she reminds me like, hey, dude, that was us growing up. That's kids all over the place. You can't go spend thousands of dollars every week because you want. Like I want to do that, and Mike's right.
problem.
As soon as I get the fucking cash to do that.
Do you know where my money goes? As soon as I get it, I don't spend it on me. I fucking give money. I'm like, oh, baby, you need a pedicure? Okay. Yeah. May, do you need this? And Shiloh, do you need this? Oh, my 6-year-old needs this. And like, I spend money on my family. I spend money on my kids. Like, I want them to have a good time. I hardly ever spend money on me anymore.
Well, I want to know what everybody spends their stimulus check on when this comes in.
Oh yeah, the
Mine's going
stimmy
to the
check.
I don't know.
mine's going in the bank. Interesting. We said that the government would be back open right after those midterms, right?
Oh,
So we're close, but
interesting.
we're close. 8 Democrats. Now there's a Democrat civil war going on because 8 Democrats have crossed over and said they're going to vote to reopen the government. But now the Democrats are filibustering because they're upset now in their own party.
Wait, so we're not open?
we're not open yet. There's a vote there, and 8 Democrats
Dude,
have
they're
announced.
after Chuck Schumer now.
Yeah, 8 Democrats. And you know who I like? And he's a Democrat, but I like is Fetterman from Pennsylvania.
I don't think he's anything. I think he's a fucking I think he's just
I
out
like
there.
him. I like him. He wears like sweatpants and fucking.
I'm pretty sure he's.
Oh, that's the mentally ill guy, the big
Yeah,
tall.
yeah.
He's out there
But
with
he-
Aaron Rodgers,
but he-
just going on a fucking spiritual
I got
journey.
this thing. Look at this. He is one of the ones leading the charge to say let's open the government back up, and like he brought like 8 people over that'll give him enough votes. But now the Democrats are filibustering to try to stop the vote from even happening. So you guys we're all being controlled by this nonsense. It's nothing about getting the government open. It's not that important, but that's what's going on. We're not back open yet, but
Do you think we'll be open by Thursday?
I don't.
I think we will. Yeah, I think we will. They can only filibuster so long, and I think now with Trump having enough Democrats on board, he can even call for the nuclear option, which is just straight up a majority. But he's got the votes to get there. But the Dems are trying to filibuster it and keep it going.
I think that I think this is just going to keep on going. I think that the longer this goes on, the more it helps the Democrats. They have no incentive to fucking change.
It helps
And it
them or
only-
hurts them?
It helps them.
And this will only fund the government until January 31st.
Yeah, that's the thing. And all it does is get us to January.
Yeah, they got to get through. They're not going to let us go through Christmas shutdown. They're not going to do it. Yeah,
Dude, nothing's fucking happening.
travel season,
Yeah.
flights. You were seeing pictures from.
Well, do you think they're holding the society hostage? Like we'll go
Yes.
into another depression if they keep this going.
Mhm.
Especially if you're saying the holidays are that much detrimental to the economy,
They are.
and they want to hold society hostage by saying we're not going to let you do it.
So let me put it like this.
Daddy Trump's
Like,
sending us $2,000.
like the biggest thing, like, so I did merchant service processing for those that don't know. That's how
I know. I
credit
heard
card-
you pitching it to the bartender at VFW.
Oh yeah, and I'm actually pretty good at it. Like I actually know how it works. And I understand how companies that do it take advantage of you, and you don't even fucking know it. You never even see the mosquito that's sucking blood right out of you. That be that as it may. The shutdown, like if we go to try to sell somebody something or we try to get them to change over, our big thing is like, hey, let's do this now before Black Friday. Let's make sure this is up and running before Black Friday, because we know that's when you're going to make a massive majority of your money. So if the government shut down, people can't fly, people can't travel. I mean, if you live in Minnesota and you've got family in Texas, are you going to fly? If you can't fly, you're not going to drive.
Yep.
Like you're just going to stay put. That's what everybody's going to do.
Yeah. And then that's what I'm saying. They just hold society hostage. They're saying if you guys don't work with us, we're gonna kill. You know.
But it's even worse than that, because guess who else is getting held hostage? The fucking military. I mean, like, or the
veterans,
or all of the other law enforcement agencies that get federal stipends and grants and everything else that they're not going to get now.
I want Christmas. I don't care what the cops have anymore. So all right, a little bit more reflection time. Saturday night.
Oh,
Me versus Carolyn.
Tyler versus the
I just put the
Tyler
real
versus
out
the
for
old lady.
yeah. So,
Where do you start?
well,
It was not supposed to be like that.
No, it was not.
I thought you were like, it was like full WWE character. Like, you were the meanest human being I've ever met.
Dude, he's looking at me. He's looking at me, and his eyes were this fucking
I was
big.
like, is this fucking dude serious?
Save it,
Like,
save him, Jimmy.
I was sitting there and I'm like, I'm looking and it.
Did I go too far?
No,
You didn't
At
go
the
too far.
time.
I mean, you had a passionate, like 76-year-old woman whose husband served in World War II, old man, and career VFW, and she is stuck in the. She doesn't understand social media. She doesn't understand technology. She just knows. They just know that game they were playing in the back, the gambling game.
Let's just put it this way: Jimmy's dying on the ground. I need to give him life-saving measure, and you're standing in front of me saying I can't touch Jimmy.
Yes.
What am I going to do?
Yeah, you're gonna. Yeah.
I'm going to move you,
Yeah.
or going to be mean to you.
So that's what was happening. She was basically taking the stand that the first problem I have at VFW is, like you were saying, they limit their club by veteran of foreign wars. There's just that this generation of is not the same. I believe, VFW guys come back from Vietnam with nowhere to go. Country turned their back on them, shit on them, pissed on
No
them,
VA.
no VA. That was like, okay, we're going to go in this room of a veteran of a foreign war. This
And
is the
get
only
benefits.
place that's going to take care of us. They're going to help us get food. They're going to do. So the country shit on those people. Fast forward, veterans are still getting shit on, but not as bad as that era. And America's not as bad to vets as they were then. So they're kind of living in the past that there's so many things going on outside those doors. It should in my opinion, turn more into like just veterans.
Yeah, they should lose that whole
foreign war,
because if we go to war again,
So-
there's going to be much less boots on ground than there are kids with fucking drones sitting in Phoenix,
Correct.
Arizona. So are those kids with drones that are getting kills on the
Considered
battlefield?
veterans?
Are they
Yeah.
going to be able, or is it because they're
I
not
mean-
going to have boots on ground? I'm telling you, it's just not going to happen.
When you look at like World War II or World War One, where a significant majority of the population, if you say, hey, 7% or 5% of the entire population and 20% of the male population went and fought, like that's a significant demographic.
Yeah.
That's a significant amount of people that would be able to join the VFW. Let's say that only 20%, that's still a lot of people. But we've got, 20-year war and we don't have nearly as many. And the part of that is because some of us did several deployments over 20 years.
Yeah.
And World War II lasted.
Well, we never had a draft either.
Yeah, and we never had a draft.
Walking into the VFW, and I'll be the mean one now that we're not there anymore. Get screamed at. Walking in there, it's like walking in Walmart in the 80s.
Uh-huh.
The decorations are old. The format is old. The technology is old. The atmosphere is old. They did have a jukebox. I'll give them that, a newer one that you can scan, like touch tunes.
They had some other stuff too that we
they
can't
did.
talk about.
They did, but you have to evolve, just like everything else evolved. It's like they didn't evolve, and they expected to draw the people in. It'd be like it'd be like telling your kid that you're the only kid in the block that's not going to have an Xbox and a cell phone. This is how we've always done in this house. Come on in, and your friends are gonna be like, "I'm not going over that kid's house. That kid's a moron."
That's
Yeah,
a
here watching
great,
VHS.
that's a great comparison.
You're not going to go over that.
like
kid's
you can
house.
run your house like that.
That kid's awesome, but I'm not going to your house ever because I'm not going in there with no Xbox. I can't use the Wi-Fi. There isn't any Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So when you walk into that old atmosphere, you look at, there's some nostalgic things. The table, the set table, POW, the flags, that stuff's there, but it's so outdated. And the philosophy behind it is you're not going to attract the Vietnam vet. There's no such thing as a Vietnam vet mentality now in this country. It's a different place.
No, everybody
those-
wanted to serve.
If you were
yes.
going to create a bar that was for us, you'd have HESCO barrier looking walls and you'd have a bunch of like heavy metal stuff and rap music and
Whoa, dude, you just went 3 separate
Yeah.
no, dude, like I listen to so much metal and
heavy
so much.
metal stuff, rap music.
I
disco
listen
bears.
I listen to metal and gangster rap.
It's
driving down the
and
street.
here was the irony of that night was the loudest people including her, because she didn't serve, were non-served people. Everybody sat down and talked to us. I don't know if there's anybody in there was a vet.
No, there wasn't
Us
anybody.
three and
was
that
in a
one
vet.
guy at the bar that
Not a
talked for
veteran of
minute,
foreign wars.
No,
and everybody led with, I'm not a vet at all, but I'm here because I care about you guys. So you're letting people in, and it's great, that care about vets, and they're basically funding your entire VFW, and there's not one veteran of a foreign war or vet.
they're drinking.
They're not even in there.
No,
They're not there.
Everybody that was so one of my biggest arguments too is I said, okay, listen, I was like, where's your command structure? Why are they not sitting here? And I was, no, it was just supporters that were there. That was it. And they said, oh, he's out of town. He didn't know what this was going to be. If he had known, he would have been here. And I'm like, okay, I don't believe that. I think if you're going out of town, you're going out of town. You're not getting paid to be at the VFW. But that being said, my biggest fucking argument was like, whose house are we in? We're in that commander's house. That should be his house. We've got 9 fucking flyers this big on every door and wall. We've got mini flyers at the bar being passed out to everybody. And not one person went, who are these guys, dude? These guys
They'll be here
are
next week.
lifeline.
And
They'll be here a
we
week from
paid,
now.
by the way. We paid to
We
be
paid
there.
to be there.
So then we're doing an event. The contrast to this is we're doing an event this Saturday.
Yeah.
This is going to be at a modern brewery
Brewery. Yep.
where there's a veteran-owned brewery with a nonprofit. We're going to have a massive turnout. And the difference is how it's presented, where it's at, and the atmosphere of where we're going.
And people knowing, hey, media.
We know we want to be. We need people
you there.
talking about
Please
this.
come here.
So that's unfortunate. And
But that flyer set up, and those people that are so stuck in their ways looked at the same flyer for 3 weeks and didn't even know what the hell it was. No one cared. No one said. And I'm even saying, all right, our house is fallen. I want to drink here for the next 15 years until I die of cirrhosis of the liver, right? That's what I want to do. Statistically speaking, this building is going to be a Miller's Ale House in about 5 years.
And you said that.
And What are we going to do, guys? Gents, everybody at the bar drinking. What's our game plan? Let's get some fucking youth in here. Nobody. They sat and looked at that flyer and just went back because they and we went there and we were telling people, can you come engage with us? And they're like, nah. No, a lot of people did, but some people were like, no, I'm just wondering. Like, okay, we'll keep it open for you, but so you can drink.
And that's the. I mean, you're not going to get anybody. You're not going to sustain that business model.
So I grew up at VFWs and American Legions and things like that when I was a kid, and they were packed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
same with FOP halls.
And so, I'm gonna tell a story. I told the story that night, and I'll tell it on air. I went to the American Legion where my grandpa and my grandma. My grandpa flew in Vietnam. My grandpa, grandpa was, I think he was the sergeant at arms or something like that. He was in charge of a bunch of money, and my grandma was in the ladies auxiliary. I went there. I had been back from the war for a week. I had spent 15 months in Iraq. I'm back from the war. I'm in there. There's a bunch of Vietnam vets. There's a bunch of Korean vets. There's some World War II guys, smaller than what I remember, but there's still some. And a guy looked at me and looked at my grandpa and said, when's this guy going to join? And my grandpa goes, oh, he just got back from Iraq. And the dude rolled his eyes and goes, yeah, you guys got it good now. And it was like a complete turn. Like, I don't ever want to fucking go to the American Legion again because there's a bunch of tab protectors. There's a bunch of
it's gate kept.
It's gate kept.
So that it was just a very difficult situation because, she was like, well, because I'm like the business model. I was like, I'm not attacking your VFW. I'm attacking the VFW in general. The business model is based off of us going to war constantly forever. And I was like, in a perfect world peace, our goal is to never do that anymore. So why would you make your business model? Now, granted, it's like policing. We're making our business model off of police videos because they're always going to be there. So I guess maybe that's their assumption. There's always going to be war. So let's have
but when do we officially end the war in Iraq and Afghanistan?
2022.
Well, I guess it was on the pullout of 2022.
Okay. So we're 3 years out. If we don't go to war for 10, 12 years,
we're still going to be alive.
Who can go?
Who can be a member?
Yeah, because right now you have, and then you had a big gap. You have what? Desert Storm 96, right? And then you had 96 to 01, so you had another long period. Vietnam to the Desert Storm was a massive gap. So yes, it was a great concept at the time, and the reasoning behind it was amazing. We have a bunch of veterans of foreign war that have nowhere to go, so we're going to start halls and places for them to gather. But eventually, there's not enough.
Because the way you do it, there's different levels. You can hold office at a VFW. You do have to be a member of a foreign war, right? To hold office. Hold on, wait, I'm not done.
Oh,
so you have to be a member of foreign war of office. Foreign war. The next step is just to be a member of the VFW. You have to pay fees, by the way. There's an annual fee, or you can. I think it's always
dues,
only annual.
You
got to pay a fee to be a member there. But that used to be something where, like, dude, this place is so fucking banging, dude. This is awesome. This is my home, right? And then there's people that can be auxiliary, which they run a linear chain of command with the commanders, but they're civilians. They're usually the old ladies, the wives, like their their wives and stuff. I don't mean old ladies as derogatory. I mean like their old lady. Mm-hmm. And then there's people that are they're veterans. They served in the military, but they can't be members. Like they can't. It's almost like a biker club. Like, hey,
that doesn't make sense to me.
No, it doesn't.
Because you're coming in, you're drinking beer, you're paying, but I can't be a member. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like the concept of it needs to be rebranded as a veteran location for all vets.
Well, that's what the American Legion is.
Oh, is that their difference?
Well, if they want to lose to the American Legion, they want to just disband the VFW. That's fine, but you're not gonna get kids that just got out of the went to Iraq in 2021, 2019 that play video games and do all that stuff.
No, those guys aren't.
They're not going to walk in that door ever.
I mean, but that's the ideas I'm talking about right there. Your game, right? And I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. I'm going to start showing up at that VFW.
I'm going to go too.
So I'm going to go. And I'm going to start, they told me, they made it very clear. You will not start at
we can go there Thursday.
Yeah, you will not start at a place of high position. You will start at, they made it very clear. I was like, okay, cool. Take your pride and get the fuck out.
She did tell you that.
So I'm like, I'm going to go, right? And then I'm going to go, what use? Bam, boom, boom, video game nights, veteran video game nights, right?
Mario Kart.
We start, and the whole point of it is if you do one special night, you try to retain 5% of those people as everyday
So,
customers.
I mean-
you do that enough, you will start building retaining a base.
Here's
right?
what I would do. I would
can't interrupt me and just go here.
I'm sorry.
My
My bad. I'm sorry, man. Like I got
You
Mine's
write
good.
it down
He
like
needs,
us.
he needs his own show. You got a lot of ideas. We need Jimmy's own podcast.
right,
I'm
go ahead,
sorry,
go
guys.
ahead.
I'm so sorry.
You're good.
Do you remember? Did you play a lot of video games in the barracks when you lived in barracks?
I didn't, only because the live was like just coming out, like really hardcore. So I didn't.
Okay.
But there's a lot of guys that did.
I played Halo 2 a lot in the barracks, between barracks rooms.
Yeah.
I would put together like, hey, dude, we're gonna play fucking Halo 2. Like, hey, we're gonna do it like we did back in the day. Like, hey, we're all on a fucking
Connecting on a network.
Yeah.
Right? But so it wasn't live, but it was console based.
Yeah, it's a local area network.
local. Yeah.
Yeah,
LAN.
so right? Like
LAN party.
yeah, it's a LAN party.
All right.
Right? We're all gonna hang out, man. We're gonna do what we did, right? You can't have those fucking and this is what I was trying to bring up. I was actually trying to help you. It's like I could say that to them and they'd be like, no, we're not fucking doing it.
Yeah, that's true. They don't, well, because they don't know what it is, and B, they resist change. And I can guarantee you right now, I tagged the VFW HQ Instagram, which has like 12,000 followers. Something. It's not the smallest page in the world, but it's definitely needs to be in the hundreds of thousands if you're the fucking VFW. And I tagged them in this reel, and I guarantee you there will be no engagement, negative, clapback, positive. It doesn't matter. There will be no engagement from that because they don't know what they're doing. And that's what Mike tried to explain to Carolyn, that was really upset, is that you have to understand this is the modern age is technology. Exposure is exposure. Kids are on their phones. So when I'm on my phone driving, like everybody else, I'm passing that VFW. I don't know that they exist, like you said, until you see it somewhere and you see it cool, you see it modernized, and then you want to go.
And the VFW is going. I mean, I did the math, and of course, you called me out that night. I'm like, hey, when was the VFW founded?
You Googled it under the table.
Yeah, I did. I wasn't trying to do it under the table. I just did it, right? But it was 1899, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's been around for 100 years. And her point was, well, we lost a lot of people during COVID, and that really slowed us down. It's like, so we've been going since 1899, but COVID's what stopped you.
Yeah.
COVID's what stopped you. No, what stopped you is that you don't have any young people.
Yeah.
And so we had between 1.9 and 3 million people serve in Iraq and Afghanistan during the war.
That's it?
That's it.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
not a good.
That's
nothing.
that's roughly the same number as served in World War II for 4 years. Okay, so you've got a smaller demographic that you're trying to reach that you can't,
and want nothing to do with you.
and they want nothing to do with you because you are gatekeeping them.
Yeah.
You're literally cutting off your nose to spite your face.
Mike, take us home.
Take us home, Mike.
On that,
Yeah.
it's got to be social media. It's got to be youth based. It's got to be younger people. It's got to change the inside of the building. You have to make it presentable. They're playing that roller game, bowling league, $7 a night. It's cool. I played, and I said that to her. I remember as 1993, 4, we used to go to bars and play darts. We would put our names in a hat. Two
Yeah.
people be on a team. We played. We put $10 in. The house got some. That's kind of what they're doing. They're living in like the 90s.
But
still.
you can now gamble on your phone at home.
Yeah, but
you could
it's
do it in your underwear.
It's still fun to go do it. Like I remember playing horseshoes as a kid. I remember betting on darts. I remember it's still fun to get together and do it. You just have to modernize the building, bring people in, and I'm not saying anything mean, but I'm not gonna say it.
What?
There's just people. I mean, the bartender, like there's a lot going on in there.
Mm.
You have to. It's the equivalent of having. How do I say this without sounding like a dick? It's equivalent of getting, like, let's say you get your first 1,000 or 2,000 followers, and you're posting and you're getting 12 views, and to you that's a really big deal. And I'm not taking away from it. They're kind of on that level of like, we got 3 guys that come every night. So I know when I walk in that door, those same 3 dudes, and you become complacent that everything's okay because them 3 or 4 guys are showing up and you're serving 3 or 4, but until they die or they don't come back and there's nobody to replace them. And I bet if you go back 10 or 15 years, you couldn't pull in that place.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it was packed and everybody was there, and slowly they died. They moved on. They retired.
It sounds harsh, but guys,
that's what
it's
happened.
a problem. Is that their VFWs, their demographic is so old
Massive businesses
that
have gone out of
death
business.
is a contributing factor.
Look at like Circuit City. Circuit City lost to Best Buy. Circuit City, big corporations lost because Amazon came along. Walmart went to the digital era.
Best Buy
Like,
is now at Victor.
Best Buy is you go to. I remember 5-8 years ago.
DVDs, fucking
Dude,
packed.
we worked the detail at Black Friday. There'd be 5 cops outside with a mile long. You go there Black Friday, there can be 3 people in line.
Yeah.
You can get online. So they had to evolve. They're keeping up because of their name, I think. But
So
good.
I want to make I'm making your point. So 2.7 million people served in Vietnam over 9 years.
Okay.
2.7 million. Over 20, we probably have that. We probably have less, but let's just say we have that. Over 20.
20-year war.
A 20-year war. And the one thing that you said that we actually didn't hit too hard because we should have, but we were trying to be nice, was that lady had no right to talk to us. We were actually veterans of foreign wars, and she wasn't.
Yeah. I tried. I mean, I tried to I know what you're saying because I tried to do that respectfully by saying I am a veteran of a foreign war. But also, like I was saying, is that when people come into critique, like I don't, if I become a member and I hold office, now I'm subject to the whole rigmarole of respect and loyal. I'm an outsider saying y'all are failing. It's just like the DOD and an auditor. It's like the DOD working with the DIA. I'm not in your chain of command, homeboy. I don't have to say shit to you. I was brought in to tell you what you're doing wrong. We can have a great relationship, or I can just report that you are failing.
And when that's done with good intentions, like you're doing that with good intentions.
I was playing a character to help.
You were, but your intentions were to bring awareness and then say, I'm willing to infiltrate this place as an outsider and bring good ideas, not because I want to make money, not because I want to be famous, because I want to help you guys succeed. And that's the right reason. And what we see a lot of times is the wrong reason is people infiltrate agencies or businesses to get some power or clout, and they do it for their own self-serving. You're doing that because you don't want to see 5 people sitting next door to VFW. You think it should be much bigger. And they're resistant to that based on the way we've always done it. And that's the biggest problem I saw. This is how it's done. They have no mindset of what's next. And you're right. You said it very, very harshly, but that's going to be a fucking taco restaurant or Taco Bell or a McDonald's. It's great real estate. It's on a prime road that goes right there. Everything around is modernized. There's a Wawa and a Circle K that are brand new right on the other sides of it. Eventually they're going to go, we got the old lady's dead. The other 2 guys are gone. It's like, there's nobody left. Who's going to come in there and do it? I mean, nobody. So
and I'm not going to lie, dude. Monetarily, they would tear the building down because it makes no sense. It's too old.
Yes,
but it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So it would take someone that cares about the building to fight to even have, which means the VFW can't lose it. Nobody in their right mind, a big investor that walks in and wants that lot, is going to keep that building.
No, it's gone.
It's like gone. They built it in like the 70s.
Yeah.
The
bathroom was weird.
They're just going to tear it down and build a Wawa. That is going to be a gas station.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we're doing everything I can. I think we're going to document it like the VFW Chronicles. I'm gonna go over there, start meeting some people, but I told that lady this is how this is fucking gonna go every fucking meeting. I'm not gonna back down. Eventually, they're gonna say we don't like him. We don't like him. Their supporters that drink beer are gonna say no, you need him, but they hold.
Well, here was the other interesting thing. So I got in their football pool.
I saw that.
There's fucking 90, 100 people
locals
on that list. I got 2 sheets. I'll show you. I got 2 sheets of paper sent to me of all the people in the games. Let me look at so I get an accurate number. I don't want to lie to anybody, but it was a significant amount of people. Here's the sheets. That's all names. That is 40 names on. That's 80 names. So 80 people are participating in their weekly football picks at that building. But nobody's showing up.
I mean, like, dude, I'm thinking my mind goes so far to build things like I said, let's have a young bikers club night. I'll get all the MCs, not the OMCs, not the outlaws, but just some biker clubs.
There's a ton of veterans.
Bring them in, have some competitions. Now, what I want to do is do that, and I want to have the old heads come in and hate it. I want them to hate it, and then I'm going to go, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do a fun competition between the old guys and the young guys.
Cornhole,
and then we're going to take a big fucking photo, and we're going to start building a community, but it takes exposure.
You throw a grill out back, cornhole tournament, something for the kids, a bounce house, you get everybody there. You're right. It would draw people in because once people see it, once the vets see it and they want to see it succeed, they'll show up because there's all those biker gangs, there's all those pro vet people. They just don't know that place exists. There's people live a mile from here that don't know that place exists.
One of the other things I noticed too is that when you look around that place, you look at the decor, you look at the stuff that's on the walls. There's nothing from our generation.
No, there isn't.
Nothing.
No, because they don't care.
No,
there is nothing.
And I don't mean that in a bad way, but they really don't care.
Iraq. There's not even
the
stuff.
fucking Mission Barbecue down the road has a better setup than them.
Right.
Yeah, we're supposed to be on the wall.
Right.
We gotta get our picture in there.
I mean, there's nothing even from Desert Storm. It's all Vietnam and back.
The table set for the person that didn't come home, the POW signs on the wall, those things are absolutely important, but they're outdated, and that's nothing new. People have seen the POW flag too long for it to draw you into it. Like I have one. I used to give out my thing was when a new guy on the shift achieved his level of being what I considered in the clique of good cops, you get a POW magnet to stick on your car. That was our sign, like something that shows awareness and shows commitment to the people that never came back, but also says, okay, that guy's got that sticker on a car. I know he's one of us. That thing is so out, like it's not catchy anymore. So they got the flag, the American flag and the POW flag in a parking lot with dirt and an old sign that looks like it's from the 70s with the letters you got to stick on it. Everything is outdated from the outside to inside. So it's going to take a rebranding, and they'll tell you they don't have money, and they'll tell you they don't have this, they don't have that. And it's just a bag of excuses, and you have to start somewhere.
And the reason why nobody joins, and we'll end it on this, and I'm sorry, but we have to move on, is they want people to come join them on their sinking ship.
Yes.
As they're falling down and their ship is going to the water, everyone's looking down like, I'm not going to join that. The amount of effort it would take to keep this ship afloat that you guys have failed to do. If it was a business model, any businesses are just going to sit there like sharks and wait for it to go under.
And then you present an idea and you get screamed at by an old lady.
well, so I mean, here's the other side, and
we got to wrap it up after this.
Okay, I'm going to be the dark Jimmy side.
Okay,
I'm going to watch you fail, and I'm going to fucking buy you, and I'm going to make a veteran place that I actually want.
Yeah, I thought about opening up a bar next door called Veterans of Fucking Wars.
Yeah,
and just made. But that's what the VFW would take, is they would have to see. Like start an Instagram page and call it like Veterans of Fantastic Wars or something, and like a mock-up of how it could be modernized and see how successful it goes. And they're going to be like, damn, they're right. But anyways, we got to take a commercial break, run our boys from Vengeance, and we'll be right back with a GoFundMe, and we'll close out the show.
Over a century ago in 1910, the Flexner Report, funded by John D. Rockefeller and the Carnegie Foundation, re-engineered medical education from a holistic, whole-body approach, which appropriately treated the body as an interconnected system, to a compartmentalized approach under the guise of specialized medicine. They shut down or consolidated medical schools, marginalized naturopathic, homeopathic, and chiropractic medicine, replacing them with symptom management and synthetic drugs. Allopathy is a marketing strategy rooted in fear and manipulated science. This philosophy carried into veterinary medicine, resulting in over-vaccination, unnecessary surgeries, and manufactured food, just like they did for people. They call it care, but it's predatory and based in profitability. The truth? Toxicity, compromised immunity, and chronic inflammation. They're not fate. They're engineered. And so is your power to undo them. We built 3 targeted formulas to return the body to homeostasis, for pets and people, to detox, defend, and restore. We are the correction to decades of corruption. We are vengeance.
Oh,
we are now.
Hey, now we're back.
Welcome.
All right. So the GoFundMe for the day was sent to us in Instagram, and obviously we field a lot of them. And we'd prefer them to come through the Patreon, but and so it was somebody that just sent it to us. No, nothing, just the link. I said we're gonna do it today, and they just liked it. So from Sean Peter, not saying that there's anything wrong with that, but next time if anybody's gonna send us a GoFundMe, send us some behind the scenes stuff, so we know what we're doing. But huh?
Good.
Okay. She has spent her this is for Jeanette. mom of 5 and a nurse. She spent her life giving to her community. Her family and her children have followed her lead. 2 of her sons recently became NYPD officers. One is preparing to leave for military boot camp, and the daughter is in school to be a nurse. And the other is in school to become a social worker. Bridget has always. Oh, did I send the link? No, I didn't. We're gonna do it right. We're gonna do it justice. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send you this link via email, and I'm still gonna talk about it. I didn't.
Yeah, you didn't.
Okay. Yeah, you didn't.
You didn't.
Yeah, I was like, did I send the link? He goes, yeah.
While he's doing that,
Hold on, wait, no.
I gotta tell you're getting good. Clint just called in, so get your super chats ready. The only way to bet on Clint's time of his story is through a super chat. So
wait, let me.
the next segment is Clint after this. Oh, Lewis is gonna do it official.
What's he doing?
He's getting a stopwatch ready for the screen. You keep going.
All right, I'm
I
trying.
gotta find it.
I got a stopwatch on my phone, Lewis. I like talking.
Yeah, we got. All right. I think this will work too. Link. All right, Lewis. That should be in the DMs in the emails in about a couple minutes. I don't know why. Just pull up Instagram. What am I doing? Go to Anti-Hero Podcast.
Remove the
Right.
stopwatch
Oh, okay. All right.
for now.
Anyways, so she is the sole person for a family of first responders.
Not for me. Who
No.
sent it?
Oh my Jesus, for the love of God.
You should have
Why is
segued
it
into this
so
one better.
Hard? Well, we went on the VFW for like 45 minutes. Sean Peter.
See the names.
This
The
one.
name,
or-
See
no,
the names.
down.
Tyler, Jimmy.
No, to the left. To the left. Do you have Instagram, Lewis?
Yeah.
Okay, down. It's from a guy named Sean Peter.
Right
Right there.
Okay. This link.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Christ's sake.
Um,
God save us, Lewis.
All right. So can they see? Oh, there you go. Yeah. Pulling it up now, guys. All right, that's it. So if you can, I know that we fucking butchered this one, but it is for a woman. Okay, she is now the one that needs support. She has been diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer that has spread to her liver and spine, and she has multiple compound fractures in her spine. She has to be heavily medicated for pain because it affects her breathing, so she can't be, which we learned recently when she coded and was admitted in the ICU. Oh my goodness. She is the main breadwinner, and the financial burden on the family is becoming overwhelming. So anyways, mom of cops and nurses, those are her boys right there. They're in the NYPD. You can find it. Like I said, we will always donate a couple bucks, help them out, and they could definitely use it. So
Good. Are you ready?
Yep.
We'll give it. I got Clint on the line. So if you're trying to get the
Well,
free
yeah.
shirt, we need super chats. Guessing your time that Clint's going to take.
another
the story.
thing too is the YouTube memberships. They can now watch the VFW live. So it originally went live with Patreon. Patreon still has access to it, but we went ahead and threw it up for the YouTube members, so you can kind of see what we were talking about. It's only an hour and a half, but we go toe to toe with the Carolyn from the VFW.
Okay. Well, it looks like we have a winner already because we have one super chat.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
They get a free shirt.
Begin. Clint, what's going on, buddy?
Good morning.
Good morning. Talk to us.
Hey, all right, so I got one for you. All right, so you know how when you in process at your new unit, you show up with a bunch of new guys, and even though that those guys are not like your friends back home, but suddenly they become the best friends you ever had in the whole wide world.
Yep.
Just because they're going through the new guys treatment with you. So the 82nd in the 90s had a lot of little reindeer games that they used to play. And one of my buddies, his name was Galetta. He was from New York City, from the Bronx. And I don't know if y'all can tell from my accent, but I'm not from the Bronx.
Yeah.
I would have never guessed.
So, anyways, me and this dude, we became real close. And one time we jumped in to Camp Lejeune to fight the Marines for 2 weeks, and we fought the Marines for 2 weeks. And the first night we were there, we jumped in, and it was nighttime, and Camp Lejeune compared to Fort Bragg is a jungle. It has like palm trees, almost like the field is kind of jungle compared to Fort Bragg. And we're in this little miniature jungle, and it was at nighttime, and we had just set up a patrol base, and one of the senior
Lewis,
84 guys.
Can you make it so you can see us
before,
with the stopwatch and not the stopwatch, just the
He
whole
come
screen?
running over to me, and he said,
No,
"Hey,
we'll figure
man,
it out next time.
come help me."
Well, can you?
And I said, "All right, man, I got you."
The one next
So
to it.
we run over.
The two
We
people.
run over to the. We run
Never mind.
over,
Doesn't
and
help.
Oh, he's not pushing
my
that way.
buddy was in weapons squad,
Lewis,
and he was assistant.
We want to be.
gunner, so
We
he
want
had
people to be able to see us, not a
the,
stopwatch. So if
the
you got to get, there you go.
tripod
That's fine. Now put it on mic
on
or
his
something.
rucksack.
There you
So
go.
we opened up his rucksack. It was nighttime in the patrol base, and he was doing something away from it. So we opened up his rucksack, and we pulled the wet weather bag out, and we found this rock that probably weighed 25 pounds. And we put that rock in the bottom of his rucksack, and then put the wet weather bag in, put all the shit back in it.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Stuff. I know y'all trying to be on the radio. Stuff. And then we put the AG gear on there and tightened it down. And that joker carried that rock for 2 weeks. Then we jumped back into Fort Bragg, and we road marched. The standard was 18 miles back to the barracks. And he was in the barracks, and we walked in, he was laid up in the chair. We walked in, and was like, what's going on, man? And he's like, guys, I don't know what it was. It's like, it just feels like it's just a killer. I don't know what happened. Yeah. So we laughed. Well, anyways, so the same dude, we went to Advanced Airborne School at Fort Bragg, and we had to do Dragon missile jump packs. So a Dragon is like a AC-4, but on steroids.
Yeah.
And this thing is so big, you can barely get it through the door of the airplane when you jump out. So you really got to be trained to get it out the door. So they sent us all down there, and you had to do something like 5 out of 7 successful, exits from the 34-foot tower.
Response to Lewis's comment.
And so, of course, it's like the hottest day of the entire summer, right? It's 100 plus. And we're jumping out of the 34-foot tower with these Dragons on our rucksacks. And pretty much everybody is like 5 out of 5 and done, sitting there chilling. Well, my buddy, his squad leader, the weapons squad leader, he's leading the training. And this man is the devil. He is, to this day, the meanest man I ever knew in the Army, for no reason. His face looked like he had been shot with birdshot. That's how his, like, from acne.
Oh yeah.
And I had
Acne scars.
I had one zit on my face from the field.
Zit.
He called me pizza face. He called me pizza face. I had one zit. Hey, what's up, pizza face? I was like, oh, okay. So anyways, we're jumping out of town. We're basically done. But he hates my buddy who's in his squad, and he makes him do it like 12 or 13 times. He just keeps no-going him every time he exits the tower.
It's
He's like, weak
miserable,
exit,
too.
do it again.
Yeah, it's miserable.
Yeah, weak exit, do it again. Weak exit, do it again. So finally, my buddy jumps out of the door, and he just goes dead body on the line, and he slides all the way down the right line. He's completely unconscious. At the end, you got to do a pull-up so they can unhook your harness and everything. And so, because he's not there to do the pull-up, he's dead body on it. Everybody's freaking out, and they're trying to climb up him and trying to unhook him and everything. They can't get him.
Zia.
And we're all watching this. They
Justin.
finally get him down, and he's got, they had his top and his pants pulled down, and he had IVs going in both arms and both legs. and they were trying to bring him back. They were trying to bring him back. So we got back to the barracks, and we walk in his room. He's sitting in the chair just like from the road march. He's sitting in the chair laid out, and I mean, this dude's a stud. He's laid in the chair. And we're like, hey man, what happened today? He's like, guys, he said, I was having a hard time, and when I jumped out of the door, he said, I reached up and I grabbed my risers, and I looked over, and Aldi Murphy was parachuting beside us. And Aldi Murphy turned and looked at me and said, I don't think you're going to make it. He said, that's the last thing I remember. And my one buddy said, man, you never touched your riser.
He was passed out the whole time.
And Audie Murphy wasn't in the 82nd.
Yeah, it wasn't it?
Another dude said, man, Audie Murphy was a leg.
Yeah.
And
That's it.
that's it.
All right, Clint. We appreciate you calling in, man. We'll see you next week.
All right.
7:14. Do you know what I wrote down?
What?
6:45.
You were close.
Feel it.
T-Mill.
I
You
can
got to
feel
reach
it.
out some
Another
way.
one. He got it last week too.
No, Ja got it.
Oh, that's right. No, he's got something. He got something too.
Did he?
Yeah.
Was it T-Mill? I thought it was Ja.
Everybody was commenting.
He was
about
the only one that actually.
Lewis's response to the connected. We'll get it next time.
Yeah, Mike, shut the fuck up.
We'll get it next time, man. Just leave the screen completely fucked. We'll work on it next time.
One of the last things that we were going to talk about, and I discussed this with Mike a little bit last night, and I was going to make it the thumbnail because it was fucking hilarious. But we are out of the soft drama. We're letting that all burn down on its own, but we are going to report just the basics.
Our playlist.
We're going to report the fact that Matt Bissonette is going to be on the Sean. He was already filmed for the Sean Ryan show.
Yeah.
It is going to come out soon, correct? Am I
That's
wrong?
correct.
They blanked his face out, made it look all sexy, except if you just YouTube Matt Bissonette, he was on 60 Minutes like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Talking about
Right
how
after the raid.
right before it was not right before it was before Rob O'Neill took credit for it. Matt Bissonette already went in and said he didn't take any credit for it that I remember in the 60 Minutes, but he did say a contradictory story that, and that was one of Brent and Antihero's arguments was Matt Bissonette's original story.
That's right.
Just conflicted with Rob O'Neill's story. And I don't know how that's going to play out because Rob O'Neill always got away with he was the only one telling a story. The DOD, the Navy tried to bury Matt Bissonette because he didn't have the right he didn't have the right permission to get this to use the stories. They sued the shit out of him. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that, but either way, he was probably being a quiet professional. He just didn't want to argue with Rob O'Neill. But now that this is going to be on the Sean Ryan show,
and let's. I mean, I know you don't want to hit this too hard, but I'm going to because that's pretty much where I got my start here. Was when Brent moved on to bigger and better things, Rob O'Neill made a comment about Brent leaving and was like, now you chuckleheads can shut the fuck up and let the operators talk to us. After Brent left, he's like, oh, I told you that he was going to leave and you should figure out who you're, make sure you don't hitch your wagon to a falling star. Go fuck yourself, Rob O'Neill. Because now we're going to find out. Now we're going to see it for real. Because now somebody's actually going to push back on your stupid fucking story that Brent and a lot of other people said was a fucking problem.
It's the wire.
Is the wire out? Oh man. Go,
No,
go,
Lewis, no.
go change the
Currently,
camera.
the camera's not on anybody.
There you
we
go.
Okay.
We have a team meeting after the show.
Yeah,
everybody.
we're gonna have to fucking AA
We're having
on
a
this one.
serious meeting.
Usually this works now, and you can go back to
Okay, because I
still not
No,
working.
it's
No,
it's
it's not
flickering.
working.
All right, don't go to Jimmy anymore. Keep it off Jimmy. There we go.
All right. Because I'm gonna cut a promo here. All right, I'm just gonna cut a promo. Let's see if it works.
All right, now you try to go back.
We're good.
Okay, we're good.
For now.
So hey, I mean, like I saw a lot of the comments on Sean Ryan's, and there are a lot of people fucking talking about us, talking about the Anti-Hero podcast, not the broadcast, the podcast.
What are they talking about?
Just like, oh, those guys from Anti-Hero were right. Oh, Rob O'Neill's going to be crying now. He's not going to be able to fucking hide behind I was the only guy that was in the room, and a lot of things like that. Yeah, bro, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. I'm looking right at you. You're not going to be able to hide behind all the other things that you said, because now it's finally looking like people are actually going to go ahead and say what actually happened, because we know there were more guys in that room.
Well, and also, guess what? He's getting his wish. More operators are talking.
That's right.
So there you go, Rob O'Neill.
You wished
have fun
for it.
talking with the operators.
Yeah, and you know what? After this, you can leave us the fuck alone, because we don't really care about your stupid fucking who shot bin Laden. We were too busy fighting the actual fucking war, not doing operations that lasted an hour and a half, but fighting in battles that lasted months. So go fuck yourself. These are for you. Sorry, I'm done.
The conventional guys.
Yeah, we're here for the conventional guys.
All right. That
Giants fired their coach.
just now?
Finally.
Breaking news?
Breaking news.
Oh, I knew that loss.
Brian-
Someone told me that loss last night.
Brian Daboll is out as the Giants coach.
So when they fire somebody mid-season, do they already have a replacement?
They usually bring in, like, I don't know,
An interim
'cause they're
coach.
terrible, but they usually grab somebody off the sideline, like a coordinator, but the defensive coordinator is
Just as
terrible.
bad.
I think the offensive coordinator will take over as the coach. And then what this allows them to do is they have obviously a talented young quarterback. It keeps him in some stability of the system, so he doesn't learn a whole new system in the middle of the season. Lets him finish out this year playing, and then they'll hire a coach in the offseason. And mark my words, Bill Belichick.
You think so?
I'll say it right now. November.
How long has he
10th.
been retired?
He's North Carolina, disaster. He went to college. He's got that like 20-year-old wife, and he's in North Carolina as the coach. They're doing terrible. Belichick.
Do you think that it's a coach's like okay, so the Giants, you can attribute a lot of the mistakes to the coaching, but do you necessarily think it's always the best answer to fire the coach? Like, look at the Steelers. They've had Mike Tom. The Steelers traditionally just don't fire anybody.
They're a winning team, though. They're consistently. They may not win at all. They're consistently in that. The Giants have been horrendous, coach to coach, and this guy took over a team that made the playoffs the first year, and have gotten worse every year. And there's little, like, if you watch the game and you see the final score, you're like, they lost. But when you see critical points of a game where the Giants were down, it was a tie game. They were getting the ball in the second half, and they were on the half-yard line. The other team got a penalty. It was 4th and a half a yard. And they kicked the field goal and took the 3 easy instead of pinning the worst cases. You don't get it. Even the announcer, which was Greg Olson, the old tight end for the Carolina Panthers, was like, this is a bad decision. Like, I would go for it. Now, it's easy to say that from the booth, but later on in the game, it comes back. That one bad decision doesn't seem like much at the time, but then when you
need those
unwrap
points,
four
yeah.
losses this year, up by 10 in the NFL, 2 of them, they were up by 10 with 3:59 left yesterday. Up
And
by
they-
10,
and they
2 scored,
still
and they
got
lost.
dunked
They
on?
lost.
So you got, I mean, the Giants have been
Mike Kafka, offensive coordinator, just took over.
It's
Oh wow.
been a tough time since Eli left. It's been a tough time.
Tough time when Eli was there.
I mean, he did beat the Patriots twice.
2011 was the
Twice,
last
yeah.
time they won the Super Bowl.
That was
Yeah.
the second time against
Second
the
time,
Patriots.
yeah.
Okay, so but I mean, it's been a tough time.
Those are good
So
years.
at
man.
what point do we stop looking at the coach and
You don't.
and we start looking?
Well, I mean, look at the Cowboys though. They didn't fire
That's
their
not
coach,
the coach.
forever.
That's not the coach.
that's what I'm saying.
That's the owner.
It's
The
the-
owner's the problem there.
Yeah,
He is
you
the
don't
coach.
think the Tisch family's the
Oh.
problem?
Okay, I have been hearing that.
The Tisch family has given this guy made the decision to let Saquon go, and Joe Schoen is the general manager. They had an opportunity to keep Saquon Barkley. They let him walk. They were actually on Hard Knocks joking about, like, he's not leaving, he's not going anywhere, and then he goes to Philly and wins the Super Bowl. They did great this year. This draft was very good. Jackson Dart is definitely the guy, but consistently making poor decisions brings negativity to the locker room. And when you lose a game as a coach multiple times, those guys making $900,000, barely $1 million that are out there fighting for their life, that are average players, they need wins. They're not great. They're not going to the Hall of Fame. They're not going to get 5-year, $150 million contracts. They're there. They're playing. And when you lose one of those heartbreaking games, like in Denver, where you're up by like 20 points and you lose, or you're up by 10 with 3 minutes, 3:59 left, and you lose, that kills the locker room. And you can't, just like it equated to police work. You can't just walk in and be like, Sheriff, you're a fucking moron. Like, this place sucks.
Yeah.
You're gone. He has the power. So when you're in the locker room now, you were talking about how that
Scared
guy
to
sucks.
talk, yeah.
Now this little group of all 3 of us are talking. Next thing you know, Lewis is on board. We're all talking about the coach. Nobody can say it, and you lose the locker room. That's what happened.
But
He lost.
He lost locker room like
but-
2 years ago.
And here's the thing though, like the other part of that you didn't mention was you've got the guys that are rookies, you got the guys that have been playing for a while, and then you have the OGs, then you got the real vets. If you lose the vets, because that's really who the coaches talk through. The coaches will talk to the team through the guys that have been in the league the longest, and not the captains, because the captains are mostly.
But the issue with the Cowboys is that Jerry Jones is
everything.
not allowing that process to happen.
He has
right?
never let a coach or a general manager have free reign. He does everything himself. So he's everything.
And that's why they haven't won since the year 95, right?
96, I think.
Was it the season of 95? Year
Yeah.
96?
It's been a long time.
You got any Cowboys fans in the chat?
How about them
You
Cowboys?
got any Giants fans in the chat?
There better be.
I don't think the Steelers have won the Super Bowl since I was in Iraq.
Yeah, so that
Remember
last
that-
time
were
they
you
won was
there?
with Roethlisberger.
Yeah, do you remember that
Santonio
Super Bowl?
Holmes.
They gave us 2 beers. They gave every
Yeah, I got
soldier-
pictures of me drinking beer.
Yeah, I got 2 beers. They let us watch the Super Bowl, which was kind of weird because the Super Bowl was at like 4 in the morning.
Yeah, it was like I got pictures of us all like in a GP
Yeah.
medium
We
watching
had,
it.
we had to go. I mean, they didn't cancel work the next day, so we had to be
No,
up
we
at, like-
were out on patrol.
Yeah.
Oh man, I mean, I don't know. I want every team to be good in the NFL, because having bad teams just means that there's certain places where there's almost no drama. Like if you go and play, I mean, remember when it was the Lions, right? If you go play the Lions, like write that one off. Now it's like you go play the Lions, you go be prepared
what'd
to
they
have
call it?
people have their clavicles broken.
What'd they call it in the longest yard? A pump up game?
Yeah, it's a cupcake game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you did
it's a
that.
cupcake game. Well, that's what they call it. in
Is there
college.
any news? I cannot keep up with
Yes,
the
I've-
XFL and
Oh,
the
oh,
Rock and
sports
all
news.
that stuff. Like,
I don't know.
wasn't there another league they were doing?
XFL kicked back off.
But they
There's-
merged with the United
yeah,
States.
There's some. That's never. Gonna
You
make it.
can't. You
No.
cannot. It is. They're trying to do a WCW or an
not
AEW
possible.
rival against WWE.
can't.
It's not. You cannot rival the.
The way that they did it, the wrestling took real talent and brought it over. You're not going to get any good guys from the NFL.
They
go,
can't pay
we're
the
gonna make
money.
Yeah.
fraction of the cost. And we're going to go. They tried that with like the Live thing with the golf. Like PGA had the Live as competition, but they got big name guys that come over. There's just one NFL.
But
The
then you're
NFL's
getting guys that are just in it for the money. They're not in it for the sport. If you're like, hey, we need 5 guys in this league. We're gonna spread them out. We're gonna pay them a fuck ton of money. They're in it for the money. They're not in it for the love of the game. Because
So-
if they were, they would want to be in the best
I mean,
league possible.
Back in the day, it was the AFL and the NFL, and that's why we have a Super Bowl.
yeah,
So
yeah,
now,
yeah.
but you're never going to get another league at any point.
I wonder how much the NFL grosses per year.
Oh god.
Billions, right?
Yeah, the commissioner makes like $50 million a year.
I mean,
Oh, shit.
and talk about a guy who's a master at spending 20 minutes saying nothing. I mean, he can be like, and now I have taken these
They don't
words that
have
have come
to.
out of my mouth that form them into sentences, which make things that go into your ears, and now I'm out.
Yeah, man, $50 million a year. That is insane.
That's nothing. It sounds cool, but think about what those big guys are making.
The players?
No, like Musk and
Who's
that's
Musk?
not
Oh,
Musk, like
Jimmy, you said you had some news.
I do.
All
So this is the only thing that we haven't talked about. Like, there's been a lot of like nothing to report. Like, I think I said that to you yesterday when you're like, "Hey, what do we got going on?" So yesterday and today, and this is a big deal. The Prime Minister of Japan, who's a woman, basically said that a military attack by China onto Taiwan constitutes a clear and present danger to the sovereignty and independence of Japan, and that Japan needs to be prepared to do offensive military operations. Now, why is that important? Because after World War II, we basically made it so that they couldn't do offensive military operations.
I almost said the infamous line of they can have a military.
Yes, they can have a military. They are actually worse off than Japan or Germany. They have a self-defense force.
Well, they have samurais, right? Ninja
Yeah, they
stars,
have- they have-
swords, and
well, ninjas and samurai, a little different, but okay, we'll go with that.
I'm obviously being facetious.
Yeah, I know. I'm just playing along. So they actually have 3 what they called helicopter destroyers that they turned into aircraft carriers that can carry F-35. Vertical takeoff F-35. You know, the most
Do
advanced.
they have
airplane.
F-35s?
They have a shitload.
Japan does?
Yeah,
Where'd they get them?
They it's a joint venture between Mitsubishi and Lockheed Martin. So
Lockheed.
yeah, so that Lockheed Martin
Dirty.
basically builds the airframe.
I like how you cannot be called a what do they call the people that deal to both sides?
a fucking
Well-
profiteer.
Yeah, as long as you're Lockheed Martin and you're $1 billion industry, you don't get called that.
Right.
You
so
can go build the enemy fucking planes.
So Japan, though, we let them. Not only did we let them build these aircraft carriers, we helped reinforce the deck here in the United States so they can land these aircraft on them. So we want them to have it. And then, so after the prime minister basically said, "Hey, this is a problem," the Chinese ambassador stationed in Japan basically said, "We will fucking kill you for saying that." And she was like, "Bring it on." Like they are ready to. Japan is ready to throw down. I feel real bad for you, China. You guys didn't do so well against Japan last time. Like you guys are gonna get fucked.
Do we want to shout out St. Pete real quick?
Yeah, can you pull up that flyer, Lewis?
We will be in St. Petersburg, the Tampa area, Jimmy's neck of the woods.
That's right.
Next weekend or this weekend.
Saturday. Yep. 2 to 3 to 6 3.
The events, I imagine we're going to go live with our event around 3 p.m. If I had to get
the events to Patreon again.
Yeah, we'll stream
And
Patreon.
dude, that place down there is bumping. So,
so this is a veteran owned brewery, and this is a nonprofit vet organization that reached out to us to come over, help host, interview, help with them. So we're not selling anything, we're not making any money on this. It's a completely fundraiser event.
Yep.
We're going to hand out some stickers, give out some stuff, but this is us going over there and helping the vet community and first responder community and being seen.
If you're on that side of Florida, come see us.
If you're in
People complain we
if
didn't
you're at
announce it. So here it
MacDill
is.
Air Force Base, which is about to be Joint Base MacDill, so Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine Corps. If you're over at MacDill, get your ass out to St. Pete, go to downtown St. Pete, and come hang.
If you were somebody in the Central Florida area and you were upset that we did not announce our last show at the VFW in Orlando, we were doing an experiment to see what the VFW could bring. That's essentially what we did. We didn't want to have any outsiders there from us. We wanted to kind of make a point. So that's why we didn't announce it. But if you were going to go to that, if you had known, if you want to coordinate with us, maybe we can get you down to Tampa so you can come be that one. So just reach out to us if that's something you want to do, or if you're just going to talk shit on the internet.
Somebody says, or anything you should know. No, it's going to be a bunch of vets, first responders at a brewery. We'll be broadcasting, interviewing people, making sound clips, getting their 501c nonprofit out. I know it has to do with mental health and help for vets that come back. And
If they force me to be the bad guy, Mike, I will.
but we know that you verbally assaulted an old lady Saturday night, so we know you're capable.
I think you're very rude.
She was mad.
I put the picture of us up though.
It was so
Me
good.
and Carolyn.
It was so good.
Yeah, in South Carolina, December 6th, we'll be at a.
We have to get that up. And there's something we'll talk. We have to get signed up. I think I forwarded to you because I didn't want to deal with it.
Oh, that's right.
You got to sign up,
Okay.
and
I'll
but
do
that's
that.
another event, and so we'll post that after. We'll pump this Saturday one, but the next event is in
What's
December.
the day?
December. It's a Saturday. It's a Friday night and a Saturday night in December, and that's about an hour from Savannah. We'll get all the details. It's another nonprofit.
It's like a
gun
SWAT
competition.
competition.
It's like a SWAT, first
Operator.
responder, military.
Yeah,
like
you don't have to be on a
steel
SWAT
challenge.
team.
No. It's not a SWAT team. It's an individual. But it's Friday night is like a fun night. They're doing shooting competition Friday night just to have fun with shooting some
God, it's
guns.
gonna be so cold.
And then Saturday is an actual competition. We're going there as well. Not being paid to go there. We're doing that to help.
We're not
that.
competing.
No, they want us to shoot, but I'm not going to embarrass myself.
I'll shoot just to show I can shoot,
The
but I'm not going to be
loudest-
running no courses.
The loudest shot there is when you shoot at steel and it doesn't make any noise. The silence, the silence is loud when you go pow, and there's a steel plate like 6 yards away, and you don't.
You're
hear
like,
it.
wait, what were you shooting at? Toenails?
Pow.
Trying to give him a pedicure with that
It's
shot?
bad, man. It's the loudest noise you'll ever hear. Silence is the loudest noise on the steel gun
You just went
range.
ding, 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 ding. If you don't hear that, man.
All right, guys. Come back Thursday. We'll be here Thursday morning, 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. And then Thursday night, obviously, we'll be on YouTube, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But we'll see you Thursday. Enjoy your week.
Later.
JV team for life.